We are now recording. I'm Captain Your DM, and I am here to DM the newest session of the Chronicles of Dolores. As always, I'm so excited. We have been going through some crazy fights lately, and we are down to what appears to be the final battle of the Ice Knight against the Promises of Pandora, players who have united together against all odds to defend the Chimari tribe, a tribe of orcs and goblins. And while their background and their behavior is definitely questionable, they haven't turned on each other yet. They have worked together. They have fought together. They have bled together to go up against Brevin, the Ice Lord of the Abyss. And Brevin has fallen. If you watched last session, you know this. However, unfortunately, his contract to Avilius, the thing that gives him his power, has now been transferred to the Ice Knight, who has now taken a giant size in front of the Chimari tribe base as he prepares to attack. Fortunately, all the Ice Warriors have disappeared. With that being said, we're going to do a little mic hype check, as always, to make sure everyone's here. And I really want to hear some hype because, man, oh man, I'm not going to lie, I am hyped myself. So, yeah, I really am excited to see what happens this session. And as always, for those that are listening, thank you so much. We appreciate all your support. All right, let's start off from the top. Alice, are you there and are you ready?
Yes.
Beautiful. Gwen, are you there and are you hyped? I forgot to say that word.
Hell yeah, I'm here. I'm hyped. Let's go.
Very nice. I'm going to rotate back to Alice. Are you ready and are you hyped? Iris, are you ready and are you hyped?
I'm here and I'm hype.
Yes. Nizora, are you ready and are you hyped?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, don't die on me now. Are you okay?
I choked on steak.
Yeah, don't.
I was so hyped that I choked on my steak, bro.
Don't die on us now, all right? We need you for session. No, I'm kidding. Percy, are you there and are you hyped? Yeah. Vera, are you ready and are you hyped?
I am so hyped.
Beautiful. I love it. So for this newest session, we have our player Iris Orlo. She is going to give another vision of her past. A vision that all the players with the fake mark of Dolores that was acquired by Tora in some capacity, they all see this vision at the same time while everything else is going on. And Iris, we're going to begin with you. Once I start the music, feel free to start reading your vision. I am showing your vision on the stream. One moment.
Forgive me, guys, if I stumble my words.
Oh no, I'm sure you'll be great. No pressure though.
I was gonna say, don't say that. Sorry, am I supposed to?
Yep.
I had it really low. I didn't realize it started. Okay.
It's okay. I can restart the song. I don't mind.
Okay, sure. The sun begins to peek over the water, the sky a clear, pale blue. Iris breathes in the salty wind coming off the sea, her eyes closing as she listens to the crashing of the waves below. The cliff edge is not far away from where she sits on the cool rocks. Only 10 feet away is where the dark stone stops, falling away to meet the blue sea some 250 feet below. The water is calm this morning. Only a slight ripple runs along the surface as a gentle wind blows by. She hears shuffling from behind her, looking back to find a strong, stoic face appear. His green eyes squint, brows perpetually furrowed over them. His shaggy dark red hair blows gently with the breeze. Cap. Sorry, I forgot to tell you.
Oh, you need me to talk?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to tell you.
No, it's okay. No worries. Couldn't sleep again.
Oh, sorry, no, It's the
Oh
may
my
I-
god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay. Rewind. My bad. Okay. Read it again, and then I'll go.
Okay, I'll start from the beginning. Okay. The sun begins to peek over the water, the sky a clear, pale blue. Iris breathes in the salty wind coming off the sea, her eyes closing as she listens to the crashing of waves below. The cliff edge is not far away from where she sits on the cool rocks. Only 10 feet away is where the dark stone stops, falling away to meet the blue sea some 250 feet below. The water is calm this morning. Only a slight ripple runs along the surface as a gentle wind blows by. She hears shuffling from behind her, looking back to find a strong, stoic face appear. His green eyes squint, brows perpetually furrowed over them. His shaggy, dark red hair blows gently with the breeze.
May I, princess?
He motions to her left, smooth stone empty for him to join her quiet morning meditation. She nods, smelling softly up at him. You may, Prince.
Couldn't sleep again.
Wind pulls fabric behind him as he squats down to question her. She looks away toward the water again, taking a deep breath. Since she was tasked with going into the abyss, she hasn't been able to sleep through the night. It became a common occurrence for her to watch the sunrise in the castle garden. The staff started bringing her breakfast to her there instead of her room, which was almost always empty. They came here to try to distract her, a little vacation away from the world she had to leave for good. 8 days away.
It's a beautiful morning, isn't it?
Oh wait,
my
was
bad.
it me?
No.
Sorry!
It's okay. It's okay. Go, say it.
It's a beautiful morning, isn't it? Her eyes scan the sky as he watches her. She could feel his eyes on her, and she knew what expression he would make without even looking.
Iris,
He starts. Xavier, please. Her head turns to look at him, and there it is. Those eyes, filled with worry. Heavy brows drawn in further. His lips pulled into a tight line. Iris stands, and her hand reaches out toward him. I think I'd like to take a walk to the beach. Escort me there? Looking down at him, she tries her best to clear the worry from her own face and offers another small smile. His expression stays for a moment before he sighs and his head hangs, shaking slightly. When he lifts, he smiles back. His poker face is not quite as good as hers. They walk down the sandy path littered with rocks that for centuries had fallen from the ancient cliffs surrounding them. Sea-hardy plants rise tall along the path, reaching for the sky and tickling Iris's elbows with their sharp, pointed foliage. The sun has risen high enough to reveal the landscape's beauty, seas stretching on towards the horizon, and rocky hills covering with low-growing greenery. Iris follows Xavier as he walks the coastal path ahead of her, his arm outstretched behind him, holding her hand, insisting he had to lead the way to ensure the unsteady path is safe for her to walk. His shoulders square and chest high, strong and sure-footed steps easily navigate the terrain. It looks well practiced, his ability to protect, to serve. Even though he's a prince and should be pampered like her, instead he is disciplined and diligent. As they reach the beach, the moist, salty wind from the sea feels stronger now that they stand 5 feet from the water and their hair begins to curl at the ends. The abrasiveness of the wind doesn't bother Iris. The feeling of it on her skin fills her with a sense of power. Xavier, however, looks like an extinguished flame. His proud stance now hunched, shoulders pulled forward and arms crossed over his body. Iris walks into the sea until the water is lapping at her shins. Her foot kicks forward as she sprays Xavier with a mist of salt water.
Oh.
He jumps and hurriedly backs away from the shore. Iris laughs, harder than she has in a long time. Come on, you won't melt, she teases as she winks at him, wading slowly through the shallows. Xavier's arms drop as his head tilts to the side, a small smirk appearing and an eyebrow raises. He waves a finger at her playfully.
You're a devious one, princess.
He drops his jacket and jumps from foot to foot in place a couple times as he psychs himself up. Then he lowers his torso and begins to run towards Iris, arms outstretched to grab her. She squeals as he picks her up. her legs kicking and spraying water on them. Put me down! Put me down! She laughs and squirms in his arms, unable to break free from his strong grip. He drops her into the water again, holding her waist as Iris laughs into his chest and holds him back. As they calm down and look at each other again, Xavier's face turns serious.
I know you're more afraid than you're willing to tell me. I really wish you would just talk to me about it.
His eyes watch her, nervous and sad. Iris stands there under his gaze for a moment. She looks out behind him, towards where the sea meets the horizon. It's as if the world ends there, reminding her of where she is destined to go, the end of her world. I'm not as strong as I pretend to be, she says finally. You must notice that. That's why you protect me, as though I'm a delicate flower, isn't it? Her eyes begin to water as she does not look away. Xavier laughs. He laughs. Thoughts race through her mind when he interrupts them with a hand on her cheek.
I will protect you, here and in the abyss, anywhere we go. Not because I think you're weak, but because you're my princess. And because...
He raises her left hand, looking at her ring glint in the sun.
Because I love you.
That's also you, Cap.
Oh, my bad. Because I love you. Until death do us apart. Or do us part. God damn it. Until death do us part.
We got through it.
Very, very well written, Iris. Good job. Seriously. Very cute. Very sweet. I love the music you chose. And although I kind of butchered a little bit, you were amazing. Very good job.
I butchered too. Don't worry. We both it's not my day. I knew I was gonna that's why I said before I can't talk today. So
it's okay. You did amazing. I was very impressed, and I appreciate you writing this. Seriously, guys, all the visions you guys write, it's such a amazing thing to see. I love seeing all of your passion put into these visions you guys write. It really helps to show the character you've written. So thank you guys so much. Anyway, with that being said, go ahead and read your questions for the recording.
Yeah. So the questions are, why do you think Iris won't talk about her trouble sleeping? Why does Xavier not like the wind or water? And the bonus is, what is Xavier's class, or your best guess? And why do you think he has a bad poker face?
All right. You guys know the drill. You can submit your answers anytime. At the end of session, Iris will post who got the two questions right, and the best answer for the bonus question. All right, guys. I'm going to change the music, and we'll be officially starting session.
Sprinkles.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember that either.
But I feel you. That whole there's so many parts of that I just did where I'm like, oh fuck. I'm gonna hear that in the recording and hate it. But it's okay.
This bonus question's throwing me off. I actually have no idea.
I have an idea between.
I mean,
two.
I'm taking a guess on his class.
I don't know if there's been a lot of talk
He
about.
hasn't fought much either.
No. But I think if you're looking at his stat thing,
I did look at that. It did not help.
no, I think that would actually throw you off.
does.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I know what it is, and I'm guessing. I'm just gonna full send.
I'm hoping it is what I said.
I'm ignoring this stat.
All right.
Because this stat block, I won't say where it's leaning towards.
The stat block,
Guys,
I think,
it's leaning
doesn't
towards
show.
sorcerer. I swear. A wizard.
All right, everybody. Let's officially begin. We now enter into session 47 of the Chronicles of Dolores. As always, I want to do a quick little mic check just to make sure everyone is locked in and ready to begin. I have put ourselves on the official stream screen. You guys should be able to see it all now. For those that are viewing, let me adjust this a little bit. There we go. Perfect. So with that being said, let's do a mic check. Alice, are you there?
Yep.
Percy?
I'm here. I couldn't reach the mute button. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Nizora?
Yeah.
Vera?
Yeah.
I'm here.
Gwen?
I'm here.
Iris?
I'm here.
All right. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So with that being said, let us begin. So last session, as I said at the beginning of this, the Ice Lord has fallen. Our players, they find themselves to be facing off against this massive ice knight who's taken a massive size in front of their base. Now, before we officially get started, resuming where we left off, do any players have any questions that need to be addressed before we officially begin?
Is initiative going to be re-rolled, or is it going to?
Good question. Initiative will be re-rolled. Good question.
Okay.
Okay. Do I, since it's like still continuing for the same time and hasn't been much time, do I still get the temp HP and do I still have Bardic Inspo?
Yes, you do.
Bet.
Any other
Temp
questions?
HP is still a long rest.
Oh yeah, you're right. I always forget that. Ignore.
I mean, I get 10 minutes of flying, but we only had one round of combat, and then it's switching to this. Like, am I good?
You can still fly.
Thanks.
Also, another question.
Yes.
Is each round still 10 minutes, or however we had it? What did we have?
So yes,
minute.
each round. So what I did before was each round, I believe, was a minute or 10. I don't remember, but we're going back to 6 seconds. We're going back to 6 seconds around. Good questions.
Alright.
Good questions.
Cool. Another question.
Yes.
Because I know that Percy and Brevin were in the ice dome. I know we were able to see it, but were we able to hear what they were saying?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, cool.
Ruh-roh.
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 And Asher's off towards the camp, correct?
Yes,
Because
Asher's,
of Alice.
Asher's running off. Yep.
Alright,
Vamp
cool.
Ash.
This is more so a question towards the map making people. Is there a way to get across the vat of oil? I almost said lava. Oil.
So when it comes to that, the only way is to jump across. And I also should mention, I have a new map prepared. I'm not showing it right now, but I do have a new map prepared. The ice walls are gone. They're no longer there.
Cool.
But the vat of oil, I think because it's lit, because they lit it up, I don't think there's a way to
Yeah.
get through.
The only way to
I
get
mean,
through
unless-
is to jump through it.
Or go above if you have fly.
Mm-hmm.
I do not fly. I'm not an angel.
Y'all,
Good luck.
Start sweating.
That's all the questions I could
All right.
have.
Beautiful. Let's get into it. So we're going to start off with our players that are out in the snow right now. The snow completely disappears. You watch as it goes away as Brevin looks very exhausted. He's basically like he's on one knee right now as he can't even stand up on his own as he kind of breathes heavy. Losing Ovilius's contract is taking its toll on me. You should leave me and go help your friends, Brevin says to Percy.
like, that's gonna fucking happen. Come on, old man. And she kind of moves to get her arm, like, under to kind of support him.
So as you do, Jerome marches up behind you, and he stares at Brevin. This man is our enemy. Step aside, as he draws his sword out.
You really want to fucking do this right now? He's not our enemy, not anymore. I thought you could see that.
The only thing I see is a girl being manipulated by some man's sob story. I thought you were stronger than this. You're the woman that managed to stab the eye out of a royal Asamar. But obviously you still have daddy issues, so step aside. As Jerome raises his sword to stab Brevin.
Nizora will put her spear up right against, what's her name's? Jerome's throat.
The moment you
like,
do, Jerome's eyes flash towards you. And as he looks at you, he says, "You look familiar."
I would think I would, since we've been traveling together.
He shakes his head. No, that's not it. Remind me, Nizor, what was your nickname in the Federation?
Sinwalker.
You're Sinwalker. What are you doing here? Holy fuck! I haven't heard that nickname in a long ass time! As Vex walks up behind Nizora and he aims his pistol at Jerome. I'm gonna need you to chill the fuck out, wing boy. What do you want to say, Nizora?
Wing boy. She will keep her gaze on Jerome. She's like, I don't know where you might have heard that, especially from where you're from. But I'll need you to step the fuck back. Now.
You think I'll follow orders from a Federation dog? Your people are cowards. You had to use bombs and technology to defeat us because of our grace.
I'd rather not talk about a war that happened months ago, thank you. Unless I'll actually kill you.
He growls at you. Roll intimidation.
Can I give help action?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Actually, I would have given it to her anyway because of Vex, but yes, you can. Because Vex aiming the pistol.
That intimidation with advantage. That's gonna be 23.
So for 23, Jerome growls as he stares at you and Vex. And then he looks at Percy. I'm surrounded by weaklings. As he sheaves his sword back into its holster, and as he does, he looks at Percy. Take it from someone who lost his parents. You're better off being an orphan.
She's not going to say anything. She's going to keep walking. Or try to help Brevin.
As Percy helps Brevin up, Nagoya and Graven continue to argue with each other as Nagoya looks at Vera. Vera, don't you remember the years we spent together? The times we lived in Grave Ghost City? I loved you. How could you go off and sleep with this fucking bastard? He looks at Graven as Graven shakes his head. You don't get to just act like you're innocent. You abandoned her. You left her to die.
Vera is going to get between them, pushing them away from each other.
You see Graven is pulling out a pistol when Nagoya pulls out his daggers.
For fuck's sake. Now certainly is not the time for this. We will discuss this later.
There's nothing to discuss. Tell him that you're breaking off the engagement. I see the fucking ring on your finger. Tell him it's over. Tell him that you're mine. Graven's eyes narrow at Nagoya. Real classy telling her what to do. Last I checked, she's her own woman. She can decide what she wants. And clearly, you're not it. So fuck off, you blood-sucking monster.
She is going to...
Oh no, I was gonna say, as the two of them are kind of facing each other off and you're holding them back, Rando walks up. Excuse me, but may I intercede for a second? I have a bit of unique experience being a man in an open marriage.
I don't think that's the best discussion to have right now.
Well, it's rather simple. I'll make it very clear. I notice what's going on between the three of you. You're hot, well, you're okay. He, nods to Vera. But regardless, when it comes to the way of love, me and my wife, we were having issues a while back. She often told me that I wasn't sexy enough for her, which is fucking ridiculous if you ask me, but whatever. Regardless, she kept talking about how she had the hots for some guy at her job. And truthfully, I had the hots for someone at my job. So we made an agreement. We made an open marriage. I could fuck who I want and she could fuck who she wants, so long as we understood that we were the married ones, huh? Maybe you three should come to the same kind of arrangement. It suddenly seems like the fastest solution, considering the fact that we're literally in a fucking forest of death! Graven shakes his head. I'd rather die than let this abandoning asshole in our lives again. I didn't abandon anyone! My mind was wiped by her! The one who's dead on the ground! I would have never left her if I had a choice! You should know that, Vera!
I didn't at the time. Things have changed. You've been gone for 3 years, that hasn't changed. I understand the reason now. But at the time, you disappeared. I didn't know why. I thought you just left.
DeGoya shakes his head as he turns around. You know, the old me would have either ripped out your fucking neck or run away. But I'm not going to do either of those things, Vera. He steps closer towards you, because I know what's in your heart. I know what I felt with you in Grave Ghost City. I know that I am the one for you. You made me not want to be a monster. And now, I'm going to remind you of what you really wanted. I'm following you until you come to your senses. And if your boy toy with the gun here makes a move towards me, then don't blame me if I rip out his fucking heart. I dare you to try, Graven says, as he pulls out a dagger along with his pistol, the two of them facing each other off. While that's going on, Tivo calls out, I'm hungry. Can we go back to the camp now? I bet they got some watermelons and some broccoli over there.
Yeah, we're working on it, big guy.
Jerome shakes his head. Enough of this. I'm going back. As Jerome, his wings begin to flap and he begins to float up a little bit. And as he does, his eyes widen. We have a situation. There's a giant ice knight at the camp. It looks like he's charging up the same thing the Brevin was charging up, an ice meteor. Brevin shakes his head. Fuck. It's as I feared. He's taken my contract to Avilius. He's stronger than ever now. Your camp will be destroyed if you don't stop him. Jerome shakes his head.
Fucking thing.
Jerome shakes his head. Rando! What do I do? Rando looks confused for a moment, but then he clears up. Yes. Because I'm your commanding officer. How could I forget? Yes, you and Vex, the two of you need to go back to the camp and save everyone's lives, okay? Remember, Jerome, you are a part of our elite forces of the Harpy's Nest. Don't let us down. Save everyone at the camp. Vex and I will be right behind you. Jerome nods. Yes, sir. As Jerome begins flying towards the camp.
Percy's gonna draw a pistol at Rando.
Whoa! Easy, miss, easy, huh? As he puts his hands up.
What the fuck did you do?
It's not what you think, huh? I walked by and I saw him with a fucking red wings on his back and he looked pretty fucking intimidating, so I made a lie. I told him that I was his commanding officer. I told him he had to save Vex, who was also a commanding officer, and, well, he believed me. Vex, like, raises an eyebrow. Really? He believed you? Ah, fuck you, Vex! I can be an officer if I wanted to.
The next time you see him, you're gonna tell him the truth. That it was all a fucking lie, and then maybe, just maybe, he might start to question the fact that he isn't actually a royal harpy from Harpy's Nest, and he doesn't actually not know us, and he doesn't fucking hate us, alright?
Well, with all due respect, isn't he your fucking lover? How about you talk some sense into him? Why is it on me, huh? I'm just one fucking man!
I've already tried, okay? I don't know what I'm doing, and I think I just lost my last chance to fucking do it, okay? So I'm grasping at straws here. Just do it, please.
He shakes his head. Oh, mon ami, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. Truly, I am. But I am promising you that even if I tell him the truth, the only thing that's going to come out of that is him ripping my fucking neck off of my goddamn body. You need to talk sense into him, okay? Not me! And like as he says that, Vex steps forward. Enough. Both of you are acting like goddamn children, and usually that's my job to lighten the mood, but you guys are making the mood really fucking heavy right now. Look, we got the fucking blue-haired ice asshole. And we got everyone else on our side, even the goddamn vampire. So how about we start heading back to camp together? And we can sort out this bullshit later.
She's gonna look to Vex. She's gonna glance at Nizora. And she's not gonna say a word, but she's gonna put her pistol away.
What face are you making? I want to know.
She's like you could tell. She's like biting the inside of her mouth. Like you could tell she wants to do something. She wants to say something, but she's not gonna. She's gonna, for the sake of Nizora, she's gonna put her gun away.
Nizora would like put her hand on Percy's shoulder and is like, let's tell him that after the fight.
Okay.
All right. And so as you guys all begin walking together, Talnow and Igneal, they walk together with Borkin following along, Tivo walking along, and Vex walks next to Nizora and Percy. Yes, go ahead.
They never were over here. They were here.
I know, but they caught
No,
up.
they came over.
Yeah, they came over. They caught up.
For
Okay.
Borkin
Yes,
and
fly.
Igneal?
Yes, they caught up. They flew. They landed to see what was going on, and they're now all gathered together. They're walking together now. Okay, so with that being said, as they begin walking together back towards camp, because Borkin can't carry more than one person, and he doesn't want to fly off on his own, you guys begin walking back towards the camp together. As you walk towards the camp, Vex walks along Nizora and Percy, and he whispers to Nizora, "How is it possible that you and I are the only not fucked up couple here?"
She's just gonna shrug, but deep down, she knows they're fucked. Oh god, they're so fucked. But she's like, I guess being engaged helps, but I wouldn't say that because, and she looks at like Percy's hand. She's like, I don't think that's a common factor. And then she keeps on walking.
He shakes his head, and as he shakes his head and keeps walking alongside you, he nods. You know, I agree. That's why, after we get through this fucking catastrophe, I want us to get married as soon as possible. I want us to be husband and wife, not just fiancés. I'm serious about this.
I'm serious too. Why do you think? And she's gonna grab his hand. It's like, why do you think I engaged you? Just for the ring? Well, I didn't give it to you yet. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, I'm not really a ring guy. I'm just, Well, I'm someone who wants to make change happen, and the favorite change in my life right now is you and me getting closer together. Your god of sin kind of fucked me over, but it worked out, so I'm not too pissed about it.
I'll still have to fill you in about all that.
He nods. As he says that, the god of sin whispers into your ear, Nizora. Nizora.
Oh god.
There's something wrong, Nizora. Something
Isn't there
going
always
on.
something wrong?
No, this is much worse. I thought that I was worried about Gwen and the god of pain, but this is much worse. You need to listen to me carefully. You need to kill Iris.
Bet, bro. She's really like, I'm guessing you're gonna tell me why.
It's because something's coming for her. Something worse than the god of pain. Something worse than Ovilius. Something even worse. Well, okay, that's a lie. I was gonna say Pandora, but Pandora's definitely worse. But she's almost as bad as Pandora.
It's like, there are a lot of things coming for that woman. You have to be a bit more specific.
That's all I can share for now. Hurry.
He's like, I need to tell you something super vague. And I ask him, well, be more specific. No. Bye. What the fuck? Anyhow, she's gonna nod. And, she'll go for a spear. And that's all I'll say.
All right. Somebody made art that I really like, so I'm going to show in the stream real quick because it's a perfect representation of what's going on. So this art is Asher right now running to go after Alice. Like Asher's running at full speed while he has been converted into a vampire, and he's running at full speed after Alice while all this chaos is going on. With that being said, let's go back to the stream. So Nizora has that conversation with the god of sin, and you guys continue moving towards the camp. Now, let's go back to you guys at the camp itself. One moment. All right. Iris, Alice, Gwen. Are you all there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yes.
All right. So as the three of you are at the camp, you see the Ice Knight. He is standing there. He is a giant right now, and he is massive in size. And you all watch as he begins to form a giant ice comet right in the middle of the air. It charges up, and I'm going to roll to determine how much damage this ice meteor has.
Wait, it's hitting us right now, or he's like making it right now?
He's making it, but he's about to fire it, like right now, like he's launching it. I'm gonna roll.
So we're dead.
I'm gonna roll right now. So this ice comet has a total of 547 damage that it'll be spreading out amongst the entire base. And there will be a dex save that I'll be asking to roll in a moment. And so you watch as the Ice Knight, he charges this giant ice meteor. He is at least 50 to 100 feet tall and massive in size of his armor as he roars of power. The entire camp feels it. You feel the ice meteor about to launch at all of you. I have one question. Do any of you have any last words or actions before he launches the meteor?
I have an idea that sounds dumb. How high up is the meteor? Like above us right now?
It hasn't been launched yet, so you don't know.
Oh.
Oh my god.
So he's launching it like straight towards the camp, like from him, right?
You don't know. You could assume that.
Oh, I mean,
Can I cast command?
No, he's way too far.
So what I was thinking is, can I wait till it gets closer and before it hits us? Like Searing Smite, trying to hit it to minimize damage or like melt part of it?
You 100% can. That will be a conversation that'll have to happen once he actually launches it. I'm just asking if you guys have anything you'd like to say or do before he launches it.
Bro. What do you even say when you see
Yeah,
this?
there's nothing I can really like.
What do you even say? Iris looks at Alice, looks at Xavier, goes, "Well, it was nice knowing you both." Nah. What? She wouldn't actually say that.
No,
Yeah,
I know.
I also had to be like, was it though?
No, actually, it was horrible. All of this has been horrible.
So the ice meteor, it is right about to be fired. He's preparing to fire it over the entire camp. Its diameter is over 100 feet as he prepares to fire it. And as
Whoa.
he's right about to fire it, yes, go ahead.
Sorry, what the fuck is Atlas and the other guy doing? Roan? What are they saying? What are they doing?
So Atlas, his eyes are wide as he just kind of like stares with his jaw dropped. I guess this is really it. Roan shakes his head. What a coward! You should come fight us with your fists, not your fucking ice!
Okay.
Meanwhile, all the women and children inside of the little like encampment, like they're all crying, like hugging each other. The mothers are like all saying like, oh, like it's going to be okay, dear. It's going to be okay. It's like they're holding each other, all scared. All the Kaimari members, all like they have their shields up, their spears up. They're all prepared for this ice meteor that's about to fire upon the camp. They're about to be taken out by this enraged ice knight. And as the ice meteor is about to fly from his hand, suddenly, out of nowhere, you guys watch as a shadow appears before the Ice Knight's face, and it's Void. Void appears in front of it, and he punches it right across the face. He punches the Ice Knight across the face, and as he does, he whispers under his breath, I understand your pain, and that's why I'm here to take it away. As the Ice Knight groans, and suddenly you watch as the ice meteor shoots up straight into the sky, away from anyone in particular. It just shoots straight up. And as the Ice Knight stumbles, Void uses his possession ability. He looks deep into the Ice Knight's armor, and he sees the person inside the ice shell. His eyes widen. I can understand your pain. It's much like the pain I feel when I think about my future with Gwen. But I'm going to give you something you don't think you have. I'm going to give you your future, Davos. And Gwen hears these words.
Davis.
No one else... Sorry, goddammit. Davis. Sorry, Davis. I'm going to give you your future, Davis. And Gwen hears these words as she's connected to Void. She hears these words. 1 second. Let me make Void visible. And so Void casts possession, but suddenly Davis, he casts a reaction. A reaction that triggers a trap. The Ice Knight's armor completely melts to the ground. It shatters completely as you see melted ice all over the floor. But you watch as Void's eyes widen. No! And you watch as a fire brems all around Void's body. Void is lit up with flames. I'm gonna roll a con save for him. With a 12, he fails. Of 84 damage, you watch as Void suddenly, with extreme pain, gets launched far away from the Ice Knight. Void falls through the air, his entire body lit up on fire, his skin burnt to third-degree burns as his eyes, they roll over and they close as the God of Pain, or rather the vessel of the God of Pain, named Void. He crash lands into the ground near the camp, a crater forming where he crashed. And you all see a second crater form as the Ice Knight is gone, but a single man, a human man, stands there, no taller than 6 feet, as he stands there with a sword on fire in his right hand. And you see him smile. You're all going to burn! And I'm going to post in keynotes what this man looks like. He is an elemental swordsman known as Davis. I'm going to show in the stream as well. This is Davis. Davis stands there, enraged, psychopathic, as fire brims around him. And with that being said, I'm going to show the players the new map I've made.
Oh, it's our little camp strategy plan.
You all can see the new map. While Nyzora's team all managed to get to the outskirts of the camp, they're on the other side, but they see what just happened. They see Void get shot out of the sky as he gets launched into the ground like a fire comet. Meanwhile, Davis stands there and he roars as he casts a spell, which will officially trigger initiative. He casts a spell called Barrage of Tornadoes, and you watch as he produces 7 fire tornadoes, all massive in size. All of them consider their own token of initiative as they appear before you on the map. Oop, I made a mistake.
Yeah, what's the map size?
I'm going to adjust it right now.
Also, oh, well.
Yes.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Here.
I have adjusted it. This is the official map size. I made a mistake. One moment. What did I do? What happened to... Oh, I see. There we go. There we go. And I'm going to post in keynotes what the fire tornado looks like.
How big are these tornadoes?
Each one is 100 feet tall. Now, I'm going to explain how the spell works right now. I'm going to read it specifically to avoid confusion. You guys are allowed to read it. So the way the spell works is 7 individual tornadoes of fire form around the caster, each with their own individual HP pool. I will not disclose what the HP pool is. They can move on their own and cause a diameter of 30 feet of fire damage. Anyone in the diameter must roll a con save. The DC is 13. The damage is half if they pass. And the spell lasts for 1 hour or until the caster is dead. As you see these massive fire tornadoes erupt around. And with that being said...
Are the fire tornadoes concentration?
No. With that being said, everyone roll initiative.
It's been nice knowing y'all.
I know.
Yeah, we're so
20
fucked.
at least.
I got a 20. 22. I don't know if I want that.
I'll trade with you if you want to go Sightless first.
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I got 20.
You want to get an 8?
I don't know what I want.
Let's see. We got a 13, a 20, a 22, 15, 17, and an 8.
Actually, I'm gonna update the size again. I was trying to be generous, but honestly, I'd rather do remain continuous. So we'll keep it to 15 feet.
If that's the case, can I move my token forward? Because I was like right up against the firewall.
That's fine. All out.
That's what I was gonna ask earlier, but
No, you're good.
welcome to the front lines, Iris.
I knew as soon as I did that, you were gonna be like, "Welcome."
And so
Walks up, hello.
just like that, our players, they find themselves before they were facing off against ice, but now they face off against fire as Davis faces off with them. I'm gonna get the initiative table ready and everyone can start adding their initiatives. Same rules apply as before. You guys have control of your ally stat blocks.
Bro. I mean, my people are not even here anymore. I could still do the archers if you guys want it. This is a reminder.
Do we want to just
Take
keep
one a day.
what we had previously?
Yeah, I think that was the plan.
How do we even attack these tornadoes?
It says they have.
We can't
HP,
shoot it.
But I don't know. I have no idea. And yeah,
Question.
Billy-
Oh, no, you could go, you could go.
Mhm.
I was gonna say the only type of arrows we know they have are fire, which I doubt is. It might just add to their HP.
Well,
What's your question, Brissy?
here's what I'm...
Does the Kaimari have like a well where they have like a water source?
That's a good question. They do not.
What? How the fuck do they get drinking water? Oh,
They have their ways.
can you explain them to me?
Well, they would explain that they get their water by sucking it from the trees. They also tend to look for small little like water reserves around the abyss, like a little lake, stuff like that.
Do they have any nearby
That we know of.
In terms of a water source, no.
What the fuck?
Did we see any on the way here?
Yes, you did.
Question.
Yeah, Zora, get your bucket.
Where?
Let's say it's about a 10-minute walk from the camp.
Oh, great!
Yes.
From where? Which direction?
Let's say south. So I'll
Yeah.
show on the ruler. So this direction, south.
Okay.
Of course, you do
well,
that.
Okay. Great. Okay,
Hey, water skin.
I have two questions real quick.
Yes.
The first being with the time I spent with Davis, like I know he's probably different now, but do I know of any like weaknesses or anything of him?
So it's interesting because the Davis that you knew, he would only be able to produce one fire tornado. But obviously Ovilius's contract is enhancing his powers. The same way that it enhances Brevin's powers as well. Brevin is usually only able to produce no more than 10 10 minions. Now, when it comes to weaknesses, when it comes to weaknesses for Davis, the only weakness you know is water. If he's soaking wet, then he has a hard time producing fire from his sword.
Okay. Follow-up question. For Igniel, since he has a lot of flame stuff, can he also use the spell Control Flame? Like the cantrip?
If it's not on a stat block, then he...
I have an idea.
Mr. Krabs.
Mr. Krabs! I have an idea!
So, follow-up question. I know Borkin already used this thing.
God. Do not
It's
go to
100
the
feet
tornado.
tall.
But like,
It's 100 feet tall.
It's not like
It's got a 30-foot radius,
the
girly. Don't do
fastest
it.
way is the straight way.
Mm.
Hold on.
Would that mean that they could donate me spell slots? No, I'm just kidding. It's a slippery slope.
No.
Aw.
Not,
I was about to say, Iris, get back there with your 9 spell slots.
not right
Would,
now.
bro.
Maybe in the future. I'll have to think about that
Maybe if we're
ruling.
dying.
I'll have to think about it. I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't want to say yes right now. I'll have to think about it.
Okay.
Good ask. Good ask.
All right.
I'm looking at my
Yeah.
own shit and I'm like, fuck, I have literally nothing right now.
I can't do shit, brother. I don't.
I can't do anything that would help us.
Firebolt's not gonna help. Hole of the Dead, probably not.
Yeah, no fire spells. It's probably just gonna add to his.
Witch
Oh, would
Bolt
I-
is not great.
Would I know like how he is to fire? Like, you know? Like, is
Do
he
I know
immune?
him?
Does it make him stronger? Or like, is he just like resistant? Or how does that work?
You know, Davis is immune to fire.
Them.
But like, it doesn't like add to his strength, right? Like,
No.
okay. Oh, as far as I know, it might be different now. I don't know.
Okay. So with that being said, the initiative is ready to begin. Vera, you are at the top of the. Before we officially begin, does anyone want to switch their initiative of any ally NPCs or players?
Can I, out of the 20s, can I go before Ferna and Alice?
Yes.
Oh, I was about to just give you mine.
Oh, I'll take it.
Do you want to
but
go
if wanna
first?
switch-
Gwen, wait,
Yes.
Gwen, do you want to
I
go
want
first?
to, or I could go either you or I could go at Atlas. That's fine too.
I'd take Ferna's, because Ferna's not doing
or
shit.
Ferna.
All right. So, Alice or Gwen, which of you wants to go first? Well, clearly,
Probably Alice.
Okay, clearly you both do. Alice, are you willing to give it to Gwen,
I'm
or do you
fine
want
with
it?
whoever. Like, if Gwen wants to go first, she can.
All right, Gwen, take it.
Okay.
Only reason why I'm insisting is because you just saw Void get blasted out of the air like a
I did.
like a toast in a toaster. So.
Brother.
So,
So me seeing Davis for the first time in years means nothing.
No.
So
Yeah,
Ferna,
just
so
teasing.
Ferna would have 17. Okay.
Yes.
All right, perfect. Perfect. Okay. Anyone else have anything else they'd like to do?
Cry.
And then
I mean,
use our
if anyone
tears
wants
to
my
find a
aid,
house.
if anyone wants my aid, I'm gonna just be running. That's it. For 5
Likewise.
turns.
Oh.
For 5 turns, this is gonna be great, guys.
Yeah, guys. I love to run.
Hey,
I'm
hopefully they'll
guessing
handle it before we're gone.
I'm guessing we weren't able to cast anything before initiative, right?
No.
Okay.
All right, Gwen, you are first to go. Let's officially begin round 1 of combat. You know what?
Yes.
I want to play the perfect sound effect for this. Round 1 of combat. Begin.
Okay. One question. This is the right distance because we went to 10 feet per square.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So Gwen would have seen Void confronting Ice Knight, and would have seen him get hit, and
Yes.
she would have been like, "My God!" The only thing she could do is scream no, and I feel like my mic is gonna cut out, but I'll try it.
Yeah, do it. I love it. So here, I'll recreate it for you. You hear Davis laughing. You don't know anything, Void. You're nothing more than a dead man walking. Now burn! And you just see Void just scream in pain, and as he's crashing to the ground, you hear him whisper, I love you, Gwen.
And with that, Gwen would scream, "No!" And she would fly as fast as she could.
I love it.
Did it even catch that, or did it just
Kind of.
instantly? Oh,
Kind of caught it.
crazy.
Kind of.
She's gonna fly her full movement, and she's gonna dash. She is 30 feet high. I'm hoping that
Yep.
it might be toasty, but maybe no, she can take some damage if she needs to, flying over the flames. Doesn't matter. She's flying straight to him. She's not even like worried about Davis right now and the tornadoes. And that's my turn.
All right, very nice. Could someone draw the 30-foot radius for me real quick? I'd really appreciate it.
Around each tornado?
Yeah.
Okay, here, someone hold the circle and I'll draw it. We're gonna do small, transparent. Here, someone hold the O.
Sick.
I just realized I don't have to draw this freehand.
Yeah.
This is wrong of me.
About there. About there. About
I think you could
there.
put circles.
About there. About there. I'm gonna adjust them slightly to be a little more simple. But yeah. About there.
This is great.
Fucking circumception, bro. What is going on?
Yeah.
My God, my eyes, my brain.
Nice.
My eyes!
All right, you guys can get rid of your
I don't understand what I'm looking at.
Actually, you know what? You guys keep
Yes.
your okay.
Keep the red ones.
Yeah. Okay, so that's my bad. Hold on. Okay, so unfortunately, there's no way of you getting rid of this other than just clearing all drawings.
Here, wait,
Forgive
I
me.
got it. Wait. Done. If it can let me select all of them, I should be able. Oh, and it's doing that. Did
No.
you put them onto the map layer?
Yeah. No, it's okay. Just there we go.
All right, gang, let's go back to our job.
Oh, fuck.
Let's go.
It went to that style because I selected the other one.
Ooh.
Okay, I got it. We're working on it. We're
That orange one
So
feels
long.
too big.
transparent.
I don't know why.
Oh,
It
if
looks
you
so
it
much
depends if you
bigger.
go right next to her diagonal.
Go diagonal, Percy. Go diagonal.
Diagonal makes it bigger.
Go
Or
straight. There you go. There you go.
What's that about?
Thank you guys. I
I'll
appreciate
adjust
it.
them to be more centered. They're not exact.
Oh,
Just an extra one for you guys.
Iris, what spell is that? Why didn't you use that earlier?
It's a water spell. It's a water spell.
He's gonna make it rain.
Oh god,
He's
I
gonna do a
wish.
rain dance.
Oh, please.
That would be amazing right here.
All right. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for the help. So let's get started. So Gwen, you begin to fly. You fly desperately. You see Void laying on his back on the ground. You see his skin is practically charcoal. His face is turned away from you. You can't even see his face as you just gaze upon him in pain and maybe even death. And with that being said, we now move to Alice's turn. Alice, you see Davis, the man that you have always been in love with. You see him across a field of fire, a field of tornadoes, a field of death. What do you do, Alice? It's your turn.
Can I, like, see him, and do I know he can see me through, like, the tornado and fire and stuff?
You can see him, you don't know if he can see you.
Okay, I'm gonna dash and just go straight here to start. I have
Roll acrobatics.
movement. Acrobatics, okay. Oh, to get over the... Come on. That's a 5.
So the 5, you run desperately. However, because of your desperation, your footsteps, they're sloppy, they're messy. You find yourself... Yes, go ahead.
Inspiration.
All right, go ahead.
I have only one left now. I don't care. That's a 14.
So the 14, your steps are much better. As you manage to run, you're focused, determined to get to Davis. As you jump across this moat, and you feel fire burst around you, but you're fast and clean as you manage to not get caught on fire. And you continue running towards him. The fire tornado is brimming around you. Roll a con save.
That's a nat 20.
With a nat 20, I'm gonna make it to where you take no damage as you continue running at full speed. You see Davis standing there in the middle, right in the middle of this crater, and as fire brims all around, wind begins to make your hair fly all around your head, and you see Davis laughing with his hands out. But as your eyes narrow on him,
She goes to get closer to here.
so as you move closer to Davis and you see him laughing in joy, you see an image of his face for just half a second. Half a second, you're able to see it right before you blink, right before the wind continues to barrel into your face. Davis, in this single image, he is not laughing. He's not cheering. He's crying.
She's like gonna. Oh, okay. Can you move the circles to the map layer real quick? I keep selecting one.
I will try. This is not easy as you might think.
Sorry.
Hold on. Because it's not my drawings, it's harder.
Oh, it's okay. I'm sorry.
I'll try.
Everyone's gone.
Yeah, it's not working for me. I can't do it. It's because it's not my drawing.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I'm sorry.
No worries. I gotta fix it. 1 moment. Alright, continue.
Okay, so she like runs through it, like the fire like burning around her, but it doesn't even like touch her. And she's just gonna like stare at Davis.
Oh, before anything else, I want you to see the image. I posted in keynotes.
She like stares at him with like, it's like a lot of very conflicting feelings because for one, like, she's been searching for him for years and has never been able to find him, and now he's right here in front of her. But he's not really him anymore. And she's kind of gonna like, almost a glare, but it's not like of like anger or hate. It's kind of like this like twisted like longing, like, and like regret on her face. And she's gonna like yell at him. You think I don't know you, Davis? Know your flames? You think you could hurt me with this? What you once used to protect and save me?
He snarls. I don't even know you! What are you trying to say to me, you silly, pathetic little girl?
I know you! Even if you forgot, even if you're not who I remember, I still know you. And
You
Davis,
know me?
I still miss you.
If you know me, if you miss me, then run into my fire, darling! Feel my flames and show me that you know me!
See, that is what I am trying to do. I am here. I do not care how many times you burn me or how many times I feel the pain of loving you. I will still do it all over again because it is you.
Well, then I hope you had a good time looking, because you're done! As you see him use a reaction, you see him put his hands out, and he brings the fire tornado directly upon you. The one at the very top, Fire Tornado 6, he brings it down, and as he does, the wind spirals around you. Roll a strength save.
20.
So with a 20, you manage to remain your feet. You don't get flown off. However, as the tornado moves, you watch, like, Gwen, you, at a corner of your eye, you see, as Void is on his death bed, you watch as the tornado moves towards Alice and Davis, who are facing off against each other, and the tornado surrounds them. Alice and Davis are swallowed up by the fire tornado as they are now in the eye of the storm. Alice and Davis gone from everyone's view as the tornado spirals around. And Davis stares you down as the wind spirals around. And his eyes, they narrow at you. You really shouldn't have come, Alice.
I did. And I will over and over again. Burn me because you already have. And I will still withstand it every single time.
Davis
It does not
stares
change
at
that
you.
I still love you.
Well, I don't love you. Roll another con save.
That's an 8.
With an 8, you take the full damage of the fire tornado as the two of you stand face to face, surrounded by this fiery tornado. I'm gonna roll damage for a moment.
Can I still use my bonus action?
Yes.
Okay, I want to use Hunter's Mark on him, which is a spell she has literally only ever used on Davis.
You take 39 fire damage.
39. It's okay, guys. Is he like within my reach? Or like, how are we standing?
Yeah, I'll say you're within reach.
I want her to like she like is like burning, like it. That tornado's doing a lot, but she does not flinch because she's used to this, to like his training, as every word he ever said to her like flashes through her mind. Every moment that they shared, them carving their initials in that tree, as she kind of just steps closer to him and will like wrap her arms around him in a hug. And like whisper to him like, "It is okay, Davis. I am here. And I'm never gonna let you go again. I will never give up on you. So please do not give up on yourself."
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Very well done, Alice. It is now Atlas's turn. What is Atlas doing?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I have Atlas, right?
Yes.
I'm just bringing his stat block back up.
In the meantime, I'm going to show more art that I have gotten of what Alice looks like right now in this tornado.
Okay, I'm assuming Atlas is at where we are at. Like
Yes.
where we were standing instead of there, like from here.
Yes.
Okay. 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 I think I asked this last time. Oh yes, okay, I remember. The orc can move up to its speed toward a hostile creature means that he can dash as a bonus action. Okay. So bro, that's not gonna, well, I get him here. So we're gonna dash and he's gonna get here. I guess he has to roll the Dex or Con to get through.
So
Or athletics.
So Atlas, he shakes his head as for a moment he considers running away. This situation's gone more and more crazy. He has always been a survivor. A man has only cared about himself. But he remembers the words he said to Gwen. He promised her that he would be her friend, that he'd be there for her. And he just watched Gwen's love get shot out of the sky. He looks at Gwen flying towards Void desperately, and he sees Davis, and he shakes his head. I'd rather die than lose another friend. So I guess someone's dying today. As he pulls out his daggers or his weapon and he begins running straight towards Davis. He jumps over the fire easily as he has natural acrobatics and he begins running.
Good job, man. Alright. So he gets to like, I can't. There. And I don't. When he gets up to Davis and Alice, can he, like, when he gets up to here, can he see what's going on through the tornado?
No, nothing can be seen through the tornado right now. You have to be in it.
Well, I did dash, so he should get right next to them.
Let me measure it again.
Right here.
Oh, I see. So he runs up. I got to roll a con save for him.
Mm-hmm.
With a 12, he passes. Ooh. I think he does. Wait, let me double check. No, he doesn't. Fails.
Oh, fuck.
So he takes... He takes 27 damage. So he takes 27 damage as he manages to break through into the tornado. And as he does, he yells at Davis. I don't know who you are, and honestly, I don't care. But you just killed Void, and I can't forgive you for that. Step away, Alice. He has to die. Atlas yells as he has his weapon out, staring Davis down. Davis is laughing while Alice hugs him.
Hugging Davis right now. Yeah.
Like while you're hugging him, Davis is laughing. I'll kill him and you and this stupid woman with her arms around me. You're all going to burn today. You're all going to burn today.
Can I glance back, like still trying to hug Davis, but I'm gonna glance at Atlas. And be like, if Void needs your help, then go to him. The only one who can put Davis back is me.
Fuck that! I'm always listening to what others tell me. It was the police I listened to when they said I couldn't be a murderer. It was Gwen I listened to when I let her walk out of my life. It was the elders I listened to when I betrayed Gwen's trust. But right now, I'm doing what I want, and that is avenging my friend! Void was a lot of things, but he wasn't a murderer! So I'm gonna stay here, and I'm gonna do what I'm good at, and it's killing this son of a bitch!
If Gwen is really your friend, then why not help her? She is out there in that tornado too!
Atlas shakes his head. I'm not a healer, but I'm a killer. And he has to die. And that's the end of Atlas's turn.
Then you leave me no choice. She'll like point her sword at Atlas, like still hugging Davis.
All right. Very well done, Alice. Very well done. With that being said, we now get to Veyra. Veyra, you're up. You're marching along with everyone else when you see this chaos going before you. And the god of hybrid, he speaks to you. As he says, Veyra, there's a new development.
No shit.
I need you to listen to me carefully. No matter what happens, you need to ensure that Alice stays alive. Forget about the deal we made about stabbing Graven. It doesn't matter anymore. The moment Nagoya showed up, it didn't matter. All that matters right now is that you keep Alice alive. She needs to live. She is needed for the survival of Fairy Tale. I'm depending on you, Veyra.
Why?
The next time we talk, it'll be during the eclipse. Or, actually, correction. The next time we talk, it'll be during the constellation. As his voice disappears, just like that.
What the fuck? It's a bitch earlier. I guess I don't know where Alice is at this point.
Yeah, you do whatever. That's just what he said.
Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, thanks. Let's see. Wait, I am gonna take my movement. I am going to action dash. And then I guess I'm gonna bonus action cunning action, which allows me to take another dash.
I'll let you be a little closer. Right about here.
Okay, yay. Okay, so I'm gonna dash. action or bonus action cunning dash. So I get, oh god, 60, 120. Is that how that works? I think that is.
Make sure you measure and then move your token.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the math right. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna go around the fire. We're gonna go around the fire. We're gonna go as close as I can. It'll be right there.
So Vera, she's running fast. As she moves quickly, Nagoya yells out, Vera! Stay with us! Graven yells out and says, be careful, Vera. I'll catch up.
He knows what's happening. Yeah. That's all I can do.
All right. That's the end of the turn. Nagoya, he immediately follows behind as well. He curses under his breath. Why the fuck can't I turn into bats? What the fuck is this place? Nagoya yells as he begins running. As he's running, he yells out towards Nizora. Why can't you call for the Federation's help? Aren't you a fucking officer? Call them over here!
Can I do that? Can I do that? Only I can.
So you would have had a walkie-talkie, but unfortunately it was destroyed when you were kidnapped by the Legion of Destiny.
Who's telling you this again? Sorry.
Nagoya.
Nagoya? It's like, you think I wouldn't have tried that if we could?
Unfucking believable. I'm surrounded by bloody idiots while I have to chase after this stubborn woman. Nagoya yells as he runs behind Vera, and he uses dash and cunning action as well. As he runs right behind her, moving fast, daggers in his hands, he yells out to Vera, what? Where are you going? What is the plan here?
There's a lot to explain. Let's just say there's a god involved.
A god? You don't believe in gods, Vera.
Like I said, a lot to explain.
He shakes his head. Now's time for the fire tornadoes.
Woo!
Come at me, bitches.
All right, fire tornado 2. So for the fire tornado, it moves 60 feet. Can someone measure? I'd be so thankful.
Wait. 60 feet?
How do you guys
Where?
do that? No, the diameter. How do you guys do that? I forgot to do that.
So when you go to ruler, there's like line. Click on that, and it'll go to circle.
Oh, okay, perfect. Thank you. Perfect.
If you move that one, I can move the circle with it.
No, you're good. Okay, that's all I needed. So honestly, the circles aren't even necessary right now. So 30 feet, so 30 feet radius like that. So all of those Kaimari men, Archer and Curtis are affected. So I'm rolling con. I'm rolling con for Curtis.
How does the fire tornado affect the pit?
It goes right over. It doesn't matter.
Wait, that wasn't that fire tornado supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah,
6?
I thought that was
never
when
mind,
I was
never
on
mind.
Alice also.
No, that's the 7th
No.
one. Okay, cool.
Oh, you're right.
All right, so if 19, Curtis passes. I got to roll for the Kaimari there. 14, they pass. Got to roll for the Archer. 12, they fail.
I moved the wrong circle.
All right, I'm rolling damage. With 31 fire damage, Curtis and the infantry, they take half of that, so 16 damage. So let me update that. So you guys watch as the walls, they begin to get lit up on fire. Fire spreads all around, while the archers, they both drop dead to the ground, lit on fire. So the 2 archers are lit on fire and dead immediately. All 6 archers are lit up on fire. Meanwhile, Curtis takes some bad fire damage along with the infantrymen. updating them. And you guys watch as the walls get lit on fire, and people are screaming. They are screaming and panicking right now. Okay. All right, perfect. And then the next one. Number 5. So this one goes straight towards Iris and Xavier. So Iris and Xavier, they have a fire tornado move right upon them. And as the fire tornado moves right upon Iris, roll strength save.
Does Guardian of Faith do anything to this tornado?
Does
yes,
does the tornado have hit points?
it does, yes.
Okay, yeah. It's within my range. Let me see what that roll is again. Let me hit the tornado.
Swing to hits tornado.
Let me see. It's 20 radiant damage.
All right.
Oh, actually, no. Sorry. It's roll a dex save for the tornado.
14.
Please tell me it's like a -3.
14, he fails, so he takes the full brunt of the 20.
All right.
And fail. Okay, cool. He doesn't vanish though.
All right. So you take out 20 damage on the fire tornado, and as this happens, Iris, what'd you roll? Oh, my bad. Iris, roll strength save.
Oh, sorry, I was muted.
You're good.
I got a 2, but I'm gonna use inspo.
I want to inform you. It's up to you if you want to use the inspo, but Xavier is about to use a legendary action.
Oh.
So it's up to you.
Why would?
So I'll tell you. So Xavier, the tornado moves upon you, and the wind begins to pull you both in. He sees the fire about to light you up, and Xavier, he yells out and says, "No!" As Xavier suddenly races forward, and he casts an action in which you watch as he absorbs the fire. Like the fire begins to go into his body as his entire body begins to become fire itself. He shields you as the tornado begins to move upon both of you. And just like that, Iris and Xavier are both in the middle of the fire tornado. Both of them are in the middle of the fire tornado as Xavier continues to absorb the fire.
Bro, this happened right as I walked away for a second. Okay. So why am I doing the strength check?
Oh, so the strength check was to see whether or not you get pulled into the fire. However, Xavier got like in front of you to protect you anyway, so that's why.
But I'm still in there, bro.
Yeah, I can't move in. I can't move in. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I got a 2. Destiny was to get in the tornado. Great. She's screaming in pain.
So actually, you're taking no damage as Xavier, he wraps his arms around you and he covers you completely. You watch as he covers you and the fire continues to move around his body. And he just smiles and says, "I've never felt more alive in my life." As the fire keeps going into his body and he absorbs more and more power. Power begins to fill him.
Oh, man. Iris looks at him like... Usually she's she's all for this. She's all for the power, but she's starting to feel a little scared. She can sense this like unstable energy about him right now, and she looks back at him, not saying anything, but giving him a look of, questioning.
So as you like have that look, he steps back and he raises his hands as he continues to collect the fire. And as he does, he just laughs and says, "Don't you see how powerful I am right now? I can have everything I want. All of it. I can have all of it." This is the first time Xavier hasn't said we. He said I. I can have all of it.
Yeah.
And you just see the fire flowing into him. And we're going to pause there as we jump to Ferna. Ferna's up as she finally manages to wake Mufasa up. And she looks at him with like sad eyes. "Mufasa, things have gotten worse. We're being attacked by some man who can use fire. They need you out there." Mufasa nods. "The man they call Tall now. Is he all right?" I have no idea, Chieftain. All I know is that our people need you." I understand. No one else dies if I can help it." Mufasa stands up, ready to march back into the battlefield. We now get to Jerome. Jerome, who he stands beside Percy as he looks at her with a questioning look. "Hey, pirate girl. I want to be clear. I have a wife. I have no interest in you. But clearly you know things that I don't about me. So I need your help. I'm going to move in and I'm going to stop that fire tornado maniac. And I need your help to do it. Tell me everything you know about him as I move in. This is my one offer to you. Take my hand. I'm going to fly."
You sure that's a good idea? You know, fire and feathers? She's gonna nod to the wings.
I am not a bird. I am the closest thing to a god that you will ever know.
Yeah, I highly fucking doubt that. Tell me your plan before I agree to it.
I'm going to fly into the tornado and I'm going to stab my sword through the heart of the man causing them. It's not complicated. I need you to tell me if there's anything in terms of what he's doing that you can recognize. You seem to know these people more than me.
I don't know who's in there. All I know is what Brevin said about...
Well, then you can walk with your fake father. Enough, as Jerome begins to fly.
Yeah, well, have fun fucking burning!
Jerome flies off, leaving you with Brevin. And you watch as Jerome flaps his wings and he begins to rise up into the air. He looks at the tornadoes, but then he looks at the fires and he looks at Percy. And he hates this. He hates this. But for some reason, as he looks at Percy and he looks at the people in this tribe, an image flashes through his mind. An image of Percy leading the orcs, of her defeating one of their leaders. He feels like he cares about them. He shakes his head as he puts his hand out. Extinguish! And you watch as he focuses his hand on the fire tornado next to Void. And just like that, the fire tornado disappears into thin air, gone. As Jerome sighs, exhausted. He's not able to move any further than that after using that action. And that's... Yes,
okay, I know... I was...
no, go for it,
this is like... I totally get it. Can I just message him for flavor?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. She's just gonna like kind of this like dry smirk on her face. So, what happened to your plan of charging in, Feathers?
I don't want to hear your voice.
You sure about that?
I told you that I have a wife. I can't be hearing you talk to me and be feeling a certain way. I'm a faithful man, so leave me alone!
And you sure that wife isn't me? Because that ring on your finger, the ring on mine, says otherwise.
He shakes his head. I need you to get it through your head. Those rings are fake. Your life with me is fake. Your memories of me are fake. Nothing is real in your head except for the situation at hand. So I need you to realize that there's only one woman in the world that I love. One woman that I'm married to. And her name is fucking Persian.
Oh my god.
His name widens in shock as he looks at his hands. They're shaking at what he just said.
Okay, she's not gonna say anything after that, but she just like has this like look of just pure.
Oh,
I don't even know how to describe it.
Correction, his hands. I don't know if I said his name, but his hands widen in shock.
Yeah, like
You mean
I don't even know how
eyes?
to describe. Oh.
Or his eyes. I'm so sorry. His eyes widen in shock. I'm sorry. Okay, continue. His eyes widen in shock. Apologies.
Like, I don't even know how to describe the look on her face, but it's just like entirely taken aback. And she's like, well, haven't heard that name in a while. I'm glad that it's coming from you, though.
He looks down. And he shakes his head. What happened to me, Persian? Why am I like this? What is going on? And you watch as his eyes suddenly go shut, and you watch as Jerome begins falling towards the fire pit.
Huh?
Jerome goes unconscious as he begins falling towards the fire pit. He's currently 60 feet above, so he hasn't fallen into it yet, but he's slowly falling into it. And that is the end of Jerome's turn. Also, apologies if I pronounced the name wrong. So, how is it pronounced, Percy?
I pronounce it as Persian.
Persian. I'm sorry. So he would have said Persian.
No, it's okay. It's still.
Cool,
it's
cool.
Still.
My bad. I hope I didn't ruin the moment. Sorry.
No, it's still. No, still. I'm. Okay. Anyway.
Okay. So, but now I know Persian. Now I know. So, with that being said, Jerome begins to fall, and as he does, we now move to Curtis. Curtis, I believe Iris is in control of Curtis. What do you want to do, Curtis, Iris?
Okay. Hold on. So much is going on.
Yep.
Okay, where the fuck is he? Oh my god. He's in the middle of it all. Okay, so I wouldn't think that I'd want him to go that way. He can't really anyway. I think the main thing he'd want to do is get out of the fire. Maybe if he could get over here and over to Mufasta and Linton to check on them and, maybe gather himself.
He has to jump over the wall. So I'll roll acrobatics. With a 12, he would fail. So he would try to jump over the wall, but he can't.
He falls over. Okay. Great. Okay. So he's out of the fire anyway.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Oh man. If he goes next to Roan though, he's not back in the fire, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Well, no. If he moves to Rome, then he is in the fire.
Well.
Because the other tornado has a radius as well. The circle.
Okay. Well. Can I do the reaction to cut his damage?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So his damage is cut in half from what the fire did, and I'll also.
Oh, nothing. Go ahead. For the record, I'm allowing it because I'm taking mercy when it comes to NPCs, like player stuff. You guys got to remember, but NPC, I have mercy, so that's why I'm allowing it. Anyway, continue.
Thank you. And I also wanted to do the bonus action inner self so that I don't know if the fire tornado is gonna. I guess they will have disadvantage on him for 10 minutes.
That's right. Yep.
Because in my mind, if he's just been like basically burnt by the tornado and it's on the other side of the wall, he wouldn't have tried to jump over and attack the tornado. So I think for now, I'll keep him there and see what happens with the tornado's next round. But maybe can he call out to Roan like for RP?
Yeah, absolutely. So he would like yell out. He'd say, "Roan, move away from the tornado. We have to stay behind the walls." Fuck that! Any real man can handle any flame that comes at him. I'll swallow up that tornado myself! Roan yells as he kind of like, he's like, "Rrrr!" Curtis shakes his head. And it is now Saley's turn. So Saley, she suddenly stands up and she looks at her parents. She looks at Linton and she says, "I need to go outside." Linton shakes his head. "No, of course not. You can't go out there. I need to go outside right now." But Saley. Saley begins walking out of the hut, and as she does, Linton like tries to grab her shoulder to stop her from leaving, and the moment that he does, she turns around and she says, "Did you just touch me?" And you just watch as Linton, his entire body gets lit up with electricity. And Linton falls on his back as the others all stare in shock. Mufasta says, "What is going on?" "If no one wants to get hurt, then you'll let me walk out of here." And as she continues to walk out, she keeps walking. "I swear, of all the people for me to take over, I suppose it couldn't be helped. This little girl was the only one that would agree to me taking her body so quickly." As she continues walking outside of the perimeter, she keeps walking, and as she does, she walks next to Roan. Roan stares at her. "Saley, you need to get back inside! There's fire everywhere!" "That's okay. I'll be fine." As Saley continues walking right towards the tornado that Xavier and Iris are in, Roan tries to grab Saley. "If you try to grab me, I'm going to turn you to ashes." Her voice wasn't what stopped Roan. The fact that her head turned in a full 180-degree turn as she kept walking is what made Roan freeze in his tracks. Saley kept walking as she walks into the fire tornado. And as she enters it, she walks up to Iris. Hello, Iris Orlo, Princess to the Carven Empire. You are a fascinating woman. Your fiancé seems fascinating as well. I have so much power! I have so much! I can take over the Empire with this! I can take over everything with this!
Hey, Cap.
Yes.
Does Guardian of Faith work against her? Because it's just like... she's no longer an ally?
Well, while that would be true, would you know she's considered an enemy?
I don't think Let me see. Let me look at the...
I think the Guardian of Faith doesn't have its own sentience. Or no?
It's any creature hostile to you, to allies. Guardian of Faith, her ass!
She is not hostile towards you guys, so I'd say no.
Or an ally.
Well, she fucking threatened her! Hold up. Didn't turn, got burned. Secondly, she threatened what's-his-face? My fucking tabs are spamming out. Fuck. What's-his-face? Roan, and now he's like, oh my god, Iris Orlo!
Guardian of Faith works! Go ahead, what's the save?
Dex save.
11!
She fucking fails! Smite that child! 20 radiant damage!
This bitch!
20 radiant damage!
How much?
20!
So she takes 20 damage. As you see this child, she, her entire body is lit up with the smite. And, she is no longer... You see that she's no longer breathing. Her breath stops as her face is completely messed up now. However, she continues to walk as she mutters to herself, unbelievable. I was going to let her live after I was done. But I guess that isn't going to happen. As Saley walks into the tornado. And as she does, she stands right next to Iris and she says what she said to Iris and Xavier.
Oh my god. Bro. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Okay.
As this is going on, Roan, it's Roan's turn. Roan, he runs into the tornado after Saley. After seeing this, actually, let me think. What would Roan do? Would he run in the tornado or would he run away?
Oh, I think he'd run away. I think he'd freeze.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion.
Yeah. So he's free right now. So he is currently free. And I'm saying free. He freezed. Sorry. So Roan, he freezes as he kind of just remains there in shock at seeing this child just get killed, and he looks into the tornado. Now I'm gonna hold his action for now as we get to Iris. And Iris, Saley, she looks at you, and she says, "Iris Orlo, your entire life." You've wanted to be different than the others. You didn't want to be another woman that just sits aside while the king rules the empire. You wanted to be the one calling the shots. You wanted to be the one making a difference. I admire that. You have noticed how Xavier's been acting different. That's what happens to men when they get power. They change. Do you trust he isn't going to change on you? Shut up! Why are you talking to my fiancée? She is mine! Watch your tone, you devil child! Xavier yells in anger as fire rises between his hands, and he raises them up as he continues to absorb more of the tornado.
Iris looks at Saley now. Just not even Saley anymore. And she says, "What are you? Who are you?" Completely confused and
The child-
overwhelmed.
As you say that, the child, she suddenly drops to the ground, her body now dead. But as she does, you hear a voice in your ear. I am not the child that you see with your eyes. I am the woman who can give you everything you desire. I know what it is you want, Iris. I see the vision in your mind, and I can give it to you. But you will not get it if you attach yourself to this man. This man who is corrupted by power. You aren't like him. Power doesn't corrupt you because you are perfect. But him? Look at him. As you see Xavier continue to raise his hands, smiling at all the fire he's absorbing. All you have to do is take your dagger and kill him. Do that, and I will be at your service, Iris. I will ensure that you rule the world, and only you. The whole world will be at your knees, and with my power, no one will be able to stop you. As you see the image of the woman before you now, not a child, not even a mortal, but a goddess. As she appears before you, darkness looming around her. I'm posting in keynotes what she looks like. She is known as the goddess of mischief.
Okay. She sees her appear before her, and hearing what she has to say, everything she's saying, it feels true. It feels real. And she looks at her and says, "What must I do?"
It's simple, dear. The fastest way to kill a man is through his heart. Give him one final kiss goodbye as you release him from this world and you make it your own. I will always be there for you. Not as a competitor, not even as a partner, but as simply a supply of power.
She looks down at her dagger and then back up at Xavier, him laughing and just completely warped from who she once knew. And
oh, don't worry, Iris. I'll make sure I slay anyone in my way. And once it's all mine, you can be by my side.
she walks up to him when he says that and puts a hand on his cheek. We will rule together. Together. Right?
He looks into your eyes. Of course. With my power, I'll lead the way. And you can follow behind me. And when it's all said and done, you'll be the second strongest person in the world.
She reaches the hand that was on his cheek to the back of his head, her hand going through his hair, and she pushes the dagger through his chest as she grabs his hair and looks at him in his eyes and says, "That was your greatest mistake. I will rule alone."
When you say that, power fluctuates around you. The goddess of mischief is delighted as she envelops her power within you. Darkness and shadows wrap around through your clothes as you feel her darkness flow through you, and power emulates the core of Iris Orlo. You feel stronger than you've ever felt in your life, more alive than you've ever felt in your life. And as Xavier's eyes widen in shock, they slowly close. And as they do, the goddess of mischief smiles and says, "Well done."
Iris, as his eyes close, she leans in and gives him one last kiss and removes the dagger from his chest. As she looks back at the goddess of mischief, she lets him fall to the ground, and
Xavier falls to the ground, dead, lifeless after Iris's actions. And the goddess of mischief, she becomes Iris's patron. And as she does, Iris, who is now infatuated with power, she unknowingly is able to remove 2 tornadoes. Both of them near the camp disappear as though they were never there. And she stands there, looking more powerful than ever. At that moment, a boy of fire died, but a woman of wind and darkness was born. And yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Very well done. Very well done. Token of inspiration for Alice and Iris. I forgot to give it to Alice earlier because Alice, your performance was so good. Token of inspiration to Alice and to Iris. Very well done, Iris.
After that vision, Iris? After the vision?
Yeah, I also don't. You know, I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah. They were cute, right? They're so cute.
Brother.
Yeah, Iris, you're cold. Like, heartless.
Who's on the Kill Iris team now?
No one knows.
No one knows
No
this.
one
No
knows.
one knows this. No one knows.
So,
No one could see.
This fucking shit.
No,
Are you kidding me?
no.
Nobody
we're
saw
in
this.
the-
No, nobody
We
saw
were
it.
in the tornado.
Yep, there's
So
no
Iris-
witnesses. Nobody saw this.
Nah,
Iris-
there's gonna be a stab wound.
So Iris, make a dex save, please. I forgot to
So-
do this earlier. Because Nizora no longer considers you an ally, due to the fact that the goddess Sin sent her to kill you, please make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
So actually, as that happens, you watch as the goddess of mischief, she does 2 things. One, she turns Xavier's body to ashes. And the second thing she does, I'm just kidding. Go ahead, roll.
I mean, wouldn't that happen before she accepted the deal? Because it would have been as soon as the
well, no, because of the tornado.
as
So
Sin told
well,
her.
it doesn't realistically. I don't want to backtrack that far. It's fine. It happened. We are where we are. We're here now. I'm not going to backtrack
How
that far.
does
Technically, this is all happening at the same time. So let's not get into technicalities.
Yes. Okay.
also how does Nizora know that I'm no longer?
So
No,
she's-
because the goddess Sin.
So what she's saying, okay, so I'll explain. So what's going on is that the Guardian of Faith, it's an automatic, so basically it has its own intelligence and it can sense people that are hostile and or Nizora chooses to be hostile. The reason why Nizora is picking you as a hostile is because the goddess Sin told Nizora to kill you. So that's why.
Yes, I see. I can.
Yeah.
I connected now. I got it.
Yeah, no, you're good. No worries.
Okay, you take 20 radiant damage.
Okay.
So you take 20 radiant damage, and as you do, the god of sin, he speaks to Nizora, and he shakes his head. It's too late. Forget what I said. Don't target Iris anymore.
Can you please? I'm begging you. Please be more specific.
I'll tell you later. Don't target her, and no matter what you do, don't let her know what I said. For now, treat her as an ally.
What? What did he even say? Just target her?
That someone
Is
was
it-
coming for me, or
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah, that's right.
Bet. I swear to God, I need to pick better gods.
So basically before he was saying that someone was coming for Iris and he wanted you to kill Iris, but now he's saying don't go after Iris, it's already too late. That's his wording. And don't tell her about this conversation, basically.
You're
hey, Zora, we're besties again.
So
fuck off. Anyways,
so with that being said, the fire tornado disappears. Iris gets hurt by the Guardian of Faith. However, it no longer targets her anymore because of what Goddess Sin said. If Nizora respects what Sin said, it's up to her. That's her choice. Saley remains in the ground, dead. Roan sees what happened, and like his eyes widen as he runs over. What happens? Saley, where's Xavier? As the goddess of mischief, she disappears, hanging on to Iris like a shadow.
Iris looks at Roan and says, "Please, Xavier, he was killed by the tornado. He needs to be brought back in quickly."
Roan shakes his head. He's ashes as he stares at the ashes of Xavier.
I don't care. Bring him back in.
He nods. Oh, okay. He yells, "Curtis, get over here and grab the ashes. I'm gonna bring Saley to the doctor." As Roan picks up Saley, like her lifeless body, he picks up her lifeless body and he begins to run towards the inside of the camp. So Roan runs with Saley to the camp to get her healed, or try to save her life.
Do I still got action?
Yeah, a lot just happened, but I'll give you an action. Go ahead.
Well, I don't even know what the fuck I would do, bro. I had an idea, but then things changed. Let's see. Oh fuck. Oh god. Oh shit. I see Gwen, right?
Yes.
Oh god. Okay. I'm gonna go over to Gwen. I'm gonna run over to Gwen.
All right, Iris, you run like you're running along the fire like moving around the area, and you manage to get to Gwen, who's flying above you. Do you say anything to her?
Yes, I'm gonna yell up to her and say, "What's going on? What are you doing out here?" Because I don't think, did Iris see Void go over here? I don't know.
Yes, you did.
Oh, I did. Okay, I assumed I was behind the wall. Okay, then never mind. And Void is still out there.
Yep, that's right.
Okay. Yeah. So she would just ask, Gwen, is he okay? What's going on?
Gwen is like torpedoing toward Void. Like she's not going to. She's not just floating there. She's zooming by.
Let's say as you're flying by, you hear Iris yelling at you. Would you say anything, or
she would? I don't even think she would hear Iris. To be honest, she's so focused.
Understandable.
That makes sense.
As she's flying, the goddess of mischief, she whispers in Iris's ear, "I already know of your goal towards Gwen, and I will support you. Don't worry. We'll get what will get everything you desire. As she kind of she stops talking after that and kind of disappears back into the shadows. As Gwen flies towards her patron, Void. And with that being said, it is Borkin's turn. What do we want Borkin to be doing? For the record, I will still allow Borkin to be flying. I will allow that. If you want him to fly, it's up to you.
Who all is riding him right now?
No one's riding him right now. He's moving alone.
Oh, I thought Igniel was still on him, or no?
No, I can make him be on him if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else. Yeah. Just Igniel riding him, I guess.
All right. Actually, a lot has just happened, so we're going to take a 5 to 10 minute break, bathroom break and whatnot, snack break. So we're going to take a 5-10 minute break. You guys can digest. A lot has been happening. So we're going to take a 5-10 minute break, everybody. And I'll stop the music, and you guys are free to chat. I'll be back.
Iris had no clue that this was manipulation.
What?
He starts acting weird out of nowhere, and then Agatis is like, yeah, look at the men, look at how they act.
See, something you gotta know. Something you gotta know.
Iris is a dumbass sometimes.
No.
Sometimes.
Her
She's
greatest
evil.
her greatest ambition in life is power. Her greatest love is power. It's all
She's
she wants.
hypocritical.
How?
That's all Xavier wanted in the moment.
Oh yes. Doesn't matter if someone else wants it. She wants it. She does not care if someone else wants it.
Poor
And
Xavier. He deserves better than Iris.
He deserved so much better.
for
You know
real
what?
though. For real.
You know what? I'm kinda happy he's dead. At least he can't see the bitch she's become.
He
Oh,
did though,
died
for
by
one
her
moment.
hand.
Yeah, for one moment he
and
did.
then she had the audacity to steal another kiss from him.
Mm-hmm. Well, she was told
I'm
to
definitely
do so.
going to make art of that scene later, bro. Such a crazy
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, my heart was pounding when that was happening. Oh man, that was crazy.
Good, I'm glad you enjoyed
So
it.
who's on the kill Iris like stage?
Hey,
Add a character.
nah.
Add a character.
You know, Nizora now has no reason to want to kill me. Right?
Well, Nizor, the Garden of Faith and Nizor don't share like the same vision. So now that the God of Sin wrote it off, she's just gonna be like mega suspicious of you. That's the only thing.
Oh hell yeah!
Mhm. Oh yeah, I would assume so. Damn.
You better hope your deception's pretty high, sister.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is.
What's my
That's
insight?
high.
Yeah, me looking at my insight now.
I've
What's
also
your-
have high
What's your
insight.
what's your deception, Iris?
Yeah.
Just asking.
What's your modifier?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Because
Let's see if we
all
can
I'm
look
saying,
at the. Hold on.
all
Let's
I'm
see if we
saying-
can look at the roll dice channel.
all I'm saying,
We'll go back and
Iris.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm saying is that wisdom is my spellcasting modifier. But beware.
Yeah. I won't tell you the
Never done
specific. Yeah, I won't tell you the specific one, but you know, just we'll find out.
Oh, you've never done a deception roll, motherfucker.
I definitely have, but I don't know if it's how far away that when that was.
I just went through all of the deception checks, so you probably did it through roll 20.
Yeah, probably, but I'm pretty sure I've done deception before.
There's
I'm
another
just-
way to check, but it's meta.
Don't look at
Going
my
through the
sheet.
D&D Beyond.
Guys, we gotta look at her sheet real quick.
Yeah, I was like,
Hold on. I'm so sorry. Let's see.
Oh no, I misclick. Misinput. No, misinput.
I
Oh my
see
god, guys!
+5.
It's a
oh,
9!
I accidentally stumbled onto her character sheet.
Yeah.
It's a 9? Guidance.
Inspo.
I still have that bardic inspiration. I'm gonna use it against you.
How'd you guys feel about that lie to Roan?
Brother, that was
I'm
foul.
surprised he didn't roll insight. No.
Nah,
I mean,
he
he has no
wouldn't. He
reason to
believed me.
suspect you.
He's
yeah.
he's not that smart.
He believes me.
No, he also wouldn't really have a reason to suspect you.
Everyone, well, I wouldn't say everyone, but a lot of these people at this camp I've kind of like conned a little bit.
Everyone,
Nah,
not
really.
a lot of them.
At least they know
everyone.
you don't like them.
I
I
mean,
feel bad for Gravo. She's next.
yeah. She's next. Oh, God.
Grava will be fine as long as she recognizes her place.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That's wild.
And how long will that be with the mischief around, brother?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. We'll
You know what?
see.
You can kill Gravo. I don't care. She's a bitch.
Oh, shit. What happened? What changed?
Oh no, I just remember how she attacked me. For no
Oh,
reason.
yes, she did. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
She can go.
Yours are wild.
Bro, that
I
garden
brought their
is
chief
similar.
in. I've got bigger things to deal with than your fucking questions. And then she attacks me? Nah. And then I get blamed for when I
Bro.
cut her finger off. Nah.
I love how Nizora has no remorse over killing Saley.
Yeah.
I really don't give a fuck.
Smite that child.
I really could not give a
Bro,
fuck. I'm like,
this
yes,
is the
I can
real evil campaign.
use my Guardian of Faith that I put there 3 sessions ago.
Okay, this is the real evil campaign. Like, you guys are all terrible.
Oh, if you think we're bad here, wait until the evil campaign.
Oh no, I'm gonna be evil now too. Okay, like.
It's all going downhill after this.
Yeah.
Ever since this camp got
Bro,
attacked,
bro,
everyone
Alice.
is just going downhill.
Hey, to be
Everything's
fair,
going to shit.
Vera's morality is still intact. She's
You
done
mean
nothing.
it's still the same, right? Like because
She's
she
done
didn't really
nothing.
have morals before. Like.
No, she has morals. She hasn't
Okay, but
done
she's
anything.
a changeling.
That doesn't relate. Racist.
Yeah, you racist.
Nizora, you got
I'm
no
sorry,
room to talk.
you have no room to talk. Yeah.
Listen, I'm fine with changelings.
Hey,
I just
orcs,
hate Vera.
motherfucker, I'm talking about orcs.
Oh,
Yeah.
orcs? Fuck 'em orcs, bro.
And ASMRs, kinda.
Yeah.
I can't say the joke I wanted to say.
Exactly.
You know what, Percy? You and I are gonna be best friends. You're the only one I feel like I could be.
Yeah,
Alice
Vera, is your mic quality
more than
different?
like a couple times?
I don't think so.
Oh, there we go.
Alice
It just
doesn't
sounded
do
like
away
you
from
were
my
talking through a
outfit.
Motorola for a hot second.
Alice.
How's it going?
I just pulled
Yeah,
it away
Alice
from my mouth.
did like Percy, and she doesn't dislike Percy. She just thinks she's super fake
Vera loves Percy so far.
because Percy's
love
constantly
Percy.
saying one thing and then doing
Percy's
the
the
other.
one good character, which is weird because their relationship
This is
fucking toxic.
this is not how things should be. This is
No.
not. Something is
I
not
mean,
right.
Gwen's
If
fine,
you're
it's just
saying
that she
that
doesn't
Percy
know you
is
that
the
well.
good character. We picked a lock together. We're
Yeah, exactly.
moving away, running off
We
into the
picked them off
sunset.
together.
Yeah.
Bro, I love
Vera has
Percy.
stuff against Void because he never apologized.
Percy
Never
has
got
only
that.
ever
tried to get him
complimented
to.
Iris.
I'm
I
sorry.
know, and I
tried.
appreciate it, but Vera does not know this.
And you know what? Gwen gave flight to that Borkin so that he could help you, and that was
Yeah,
the best she
know
could
this
do
yet.
to try.
She doesn't
and-
know
Gwen
this
is the real
yet.
MVP, honestly.
I'm waiting. As soon as Vera hears this, she's gonna love Gwen, but she doesn't know this yet.
Yeah.
The only reason, or not the only reason, but the main reason that she likes Percy, or Nizora likes Percy, is because she hasn't gotten in her way yet.
Percy's scared of Nizora. That's why she hasn't. She's not gonna do shit. She's like, oh, scary lady with spear. Nah, no, thank you.
Who can steal souls?
If anything, Percy reminds Nizora of how she was when she was younger.
Aww.
Shut the fuck up.
That's so sweet. It makes me want
No.
to throw up. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's sweet though.
It's the only reason. That's why Percy's her only friend.
Percy's like a
Percy, y'all
little
are
sister.
bitches. Percy, y'all are bitches.
Honestly, I think Percy just vibes with that. I mean, yeah, she hasn't really gotten to any
How would
Kerfuffles
Percy
with
react to
anyone.
what Iris just did if she found out?
I'm She's scary
curious.
now, so I'm not gonna fuck with that. I'm not gonna fuck with that. Not listen. Percy's motto has been "Not my business, not my problem." Okay.
Wow.
That is.
Yeah. This is crazy, bro. All right, we're about to start.
Oh.
Oh man, so many crazy moments this session already.
Oh my god.
It's only gonna get worse. Session isn't even over yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm
cooked.
scared.
Terrified, even.
To me, this is one of our craziest sessions yet so far. It's crazy, bro.
Oh, how romance partner dead? Like what?
Yeah, multiple.
If this
of
happens to
them.
Nagoya or Graven, I'm going to I'm gonna come through the computer and strangle you.
Alright,
I'm
I'll
gonna
do
come
it
down
for
in
you.
October. Just remember that. Just remember that. I'm coming over.
Oh, Cap, did you see the AI art I just made?
Let me take a look. Whoa, that's so good. I'm gonna show that on the stream right now.
I mean, you don't have to.
I want to. Very nice. It's so fucked up.
Thanks.
All right. Let me get the music back going and then I'll do a mic check and we'll get started.
This being 120 feet and this being 120 feet feels so wrong.
Yeah.
I have to measure a couple things here. Hold on, let me just see it.
All right.
These guys are
Mic check. Alice, you there?
Yeah.
Gwen?
Yes, I'm here.
Iris?
She said she'd be right back.
Okay, Nizora?
Yeah.
Percy?
Yep.
Vera?
Hello.
All right, perfect. Iris doesn't have to be here for this part, so let's get started. So what's happening with Borkin?
So he has the flight, so he's gonna dash 120 feet to like right here. But he's like above the wall, like he's floating in the air, and then Igneal's on his back, and that's it for his turn.
Borkin!
Can you move Igneal to on him?
Yeah. Igneal's like on top of Borkin,
Yeah.
and Igneal like shakes his head like he's like, so much fire. This is unbelievable. All right, it's Rando's turn. As you guys are like marching up, Rando like yells to Nizora, Nizora! I think I have an idea to get rid of all this fucking fire. I can get us a water supply immediately.
Any ideas are a good idea, honestly.
Listen carefully, my friend, okay? What kind of magic can you use, huh? What kind of damage?
Damage?
Yeah, necrotic, celestial, radiant. What kind of fucking damage you use on your spells, girl?
Let's see. I can do. Hold on, let me look. She's like, well, I can do radiant. I can do necrotic. What do you want me to do?
It's very simple. I've evaluated the ground of this place yesterday. The soil is dead. That's why all the trees have no leaves on them. Which means that if we're able to add radiance to the soil, I bet I can bring about water. Water tends to bury itself underneath dead soil. So listen carefully, okay? I need you and Tona to help me with this shit. Vex, you can help me too, but no offense, your hands are kind of girly. But as for Tona, I need your big, burly man hands. Come on! As like Rando, he looks at the ground and you see him pull out a device. This is my sonic gun! He presses to the ground and he begins to trigger the sonic gun, and you watch as a 5-foot hole crater develops right where he puts the gun. Keep digging around this crater right now! Nizora, when I say I need you to point your staff or whatever at the deepest part of the hole and fire necrotic magic at it, I can set up a funnel to make a water pool form up. We can have a full pool of water right now if we do this shit right, okay? Listen to me very carefully, madam. We do this right and we save the whole fucking village. And when this is over, I want all the hot men and women on lined up for me. Correct?
I can't promise you that, but also, can you make up your mind whether it's necrotic or radiant? You said both.
Oh, fuck it. A lot going on. There's fire everywhere. Radiant, goddammit. Radiant!
Like, I can do that. I can do that.
Perfect. As like you see the crater form, and Tana like, nah, it's all right. Vex shakes his head. There's no fucking way this is gonna work. Are we really gonna listen to this mad scientist who probably didn't even graduate from high school? Fuck you, Vex! I bet you got your fucking GED like a bitch, huh? Vex shakes his head. I went to college, asshole. Oh, yeah, college, huh? Well, I went to a fucking master's university, bitch! I have a PhD, huh? The only thing you got is a small dick, I bet, huh? Like, he's just screaming while he's fucking, like, evaluating the hole. Vex frowns and shakes his head. This guy is pissing me the fuck off. I can't even be funny when he's making fun of me! What are we gonna do? Are we gonna listen to him? He says in Azora.
Well, it doesn't take much for me to just do radiant. Honestly, we could just throw radiant and run as well.
Fine. But listen to me carefully, Nizora. If it comes down to it, we are not dying for these people. We have to stay alive to report this shit to the Federation when we get back.
You thought I was gonna die for these people?
Yeah, well, what can I say? You're acting more of a hero than ever. You came after me, didn't you? You should have left me to die, but you came anyway.
You're my fiancé. What do you think? I'm stupid?
It's
I made that whole speech, and you think I was like, oh, let me just leave you alone. No.
You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. No, get that corny shit the fuck out of here, huh? Nizora, charge up thy fucking spell, okay? You all can fuck later! As like Rhino like keeps working on the hole.
I don't know.
Yeah. So that's the end of Rando's turn. So at the end of Rando's turn, we get to Brevin. Brevin, like, he can't even stand on his own as he stays, like, his arm is around Percy as he's barely able to stand. He looks at Percy and he says, that man falling in the sky, Jerome, right? Who is he to you?
Everything.
He nods. If he's everything, then I never want you to feel how it feels to lose that. Because I know how it felt when I lost your mother. He places his hand on your cheek. I hope you know that I was lying earlier. She would be truly proud of who you became, not because of whether you're a good person or not, but because you're strong. So stay strong for me. As Brevin, he uses ice sacrifice, and you watch as his entire body begins to disappear into a mist of ice, and he suddenly appears where Jerome is. He appears midair where Jerome is, and he grabs Jerome and throws him away from the pit of fire. Jerome gets thrown to the ground as Brevin falls into the pit of fire. Out of sight. Consumed by it. Gone.
Does he drop anything?
Actually, yes.
No.
But so Percy will notice that before he did that, Brevin, he put a key around Percy's neck. And Brevin, he falls into the fire. Gone. As Jerome falls onto the ground. And the key to open the mirrors of fate lies around Percy's neck. And just like that, Brevin gave his life to save Jerome so that Percy wouldn't experience how he felt when he lost her mother. And that is the end of Brevin's turn. It is now the archer's turn. Percy, what are they doing?
Percy, did you want to do the archers or did you want me to? Because we switched it last.
Do the archers? Do the archers.
It's up to you because I did them last session since you still had the infantry.
I also just don't know what the fuck they can. Ooh. Proposal. They start making an evacuation route, or trying to. Question mark, can they do that?
Yeah, they could. The archers, you want them to make an evacuation plan?
Okay, here's what I think. Percy, hear me out. Maybe we have these three, right, get down from the tower and knock it over to make a hole in the wall so people can leave out the back if needed. Meanwhile, we have the rest of them. Maybe... I'm tempted to have them try to fire at this tornado, but I don't know if an arrow would hurt a tornado.
Question. Do they have water skins?
Yes, they do.
Can they attach
Could
that
they?
to like a spear?
Yeah, I was
or
gonna
an arrow?
say.
Yes.
Or their arrows. Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly, bro. Same wavelength, same wavelength. But yeah, I think so. Okay, these guys in the back here, like 1, 2, 3, start making like break down the wall to try to get out this back way, and then these guys, 90 feet. Yeah, they can make it. So basically, they basically attach their water skins to their arrows and fire into like this main one, because that's where Davis is. So I feel like that's where they would target.
All right. Rolled it. Let me roll it. So, to be clear, they're firing at the fire tornado that Davos is in.
Oh, now I don't know.
Fire
About that.
one. Fire at this one. With
Yeah. We'll
Because
fire this one then. It's closest to the wall, yeah.
Come in, and attack the wall.
And then we're gonna do that. We're gonna fire at this one instead.
All right.
Their range is like 150.
How
right?
many are firing?
Yes. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yes. 3.
I think they could all reach actually.
Oh, they could.
Yeah, look at this.
So
150,
well,
right?
they
Or 160? So all of them except
150.
these three on the back. These three are making a hole. Right?
So
Yeah, okay, so that would be 1, 2, 3. 3 are firing here.
All right. They all-
For all of them, right? All of these? Because look, this says this is 4 archers. And then
Yeah.
there's, I think, 4 here too. Or 3
Oh, I didn't
here.
realize they had different bundles.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Yes.
mistake, my
4,
mistake.
4.
So yeah, then 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 4, 8. So 8 archers total.
all right.
14
8
total.
All right. 14 total. Okay. Is the total 14?
Yeah. 2, 2, 2, 2, 4, 2.
Okay. Sounds good. So 14 fire, and they all hit automatically. What's the damage? Remind me.
That's a good question. I will tell you in T minus 2 seconds.
With their like water flasks.
Is 1d8 plus 4. And then I don't know how much the water damage would do.
So the arrows themselves will not hurt the tornado. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make it to where, because you're putting water on the arrows, whatever damage is rolled with the arrows will I'm going to cut it in half, and that'll be the damage to the fire tornado.
Okay.
So what's the damage? Remind me.
1d8 plus 4.
D8 plus 4. Got it. And 14 times 4, 40, 44, 48, 52, 56. It's 116. So you watch as all the arrows fire into the fire tornado, and the fire tornado disappears just like that. Gone.
Damn.
As the half of 116 is about 55. Yeah, it's definitely gone. So that fire tornado is gone. All right, Percy, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
I don't fucking know. I'm gonna be honest.
You see Jerome
guess,
unconscious on the ground.
Yeah.
And you see Brevin has fallen into a pit of fire. So it's up to you of who you want to go for or what you want to do.
Oh, wait. Okay. Okay. In that case, wait. Is Brevin falling, or is he already like in the fire?
I'm gonna say, roll a dex check.
And that's a 19.
He's still falling.
Beautiful. I would like to lightning lure. So I go here. I'm kind of like tickling the fire, but that's oh yeah, that's 10. That's 20, 30, 10. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna skedaddle to like the edge of the fire here and then try to lightning lure him, which is on his part a strength save of 13, but because he's like, I don't know, could he maybe auto fail that because
Yes.
I want to save him, please?
I will.
Yes. So basically, after that whole spiel happens, it takes a second for her to register it before she's already running, because that was what her plan was, to save Jerome anyways. So she kind of like races to the edge of this fire here and just kind of like reaches out with her hand, and this like kind of, I don't even know how to describe, like line of electricity just kind of reaches out and grabs like the back of like the scruff of his neck, kind of Brevin, and just kind of pulls him back towards her.
All right.
Wait, hold on, I gotta move my thingy-majiggy so I can.
So Percy desperately runs, the fire in her face. It is growing ever larger. You feel the heat on your skin, and as you feel the pressure, you quickly use your lightning lure to grab Brevin, who's about to fall into the pit of fire, about to fall to his death. A man who was your enemy, a man responsible for dozens of deaths, a man responsible for what happened to Davis, yet you still risk your life to grab him and bring him to safety. He's unconscious as you bring Brevin next to you on the ground.
Okay. Okay. So after that, I'm not exactly sure what. Can I do some sort of medicine check on either of or both of these guys?
I would consider an action at this moment.
Action. I don't know if I want to do that. Brevin's fine. I'll walk it off. But so yeah, I'll go here because that's still a movement. Okay. So she's, I don't know. Do I investigation, perception check to see what the fuck is going on with Jerome? Is there? So what do I do?
So it's funny because when he said your full name like that, Persian, you suddenly have a flashback to a memory that was years ago, a memory you had forgotten about. But you remember that there was a moment in your life when you had lost your memories. And
yeah, that's something that happened.
The two of you ended up stranded on an island together for months. And over that time, the two of you had fallen in love again. And eventually, your memories came back to you. And when they did, the two of you made a contract with each other. One that the God of Rage supported. A contract in which, if either of you ever lost your memories of each other, all you'd have to do is say a single word. A word the two of you chose together. And it would bring Jerome, it would bring either of your memories back. Just like that. However, there was a catch to it. If the person didn't want their memories to be returned, then the one who said the word would die. Permanently.
Ah, fucking man. Fuck it. No. Okay. Based off of one thing that he said in present. Okay, I'm just gonna try to find it. It was after the nat 20 persuasion. Was basically, I don't remember you, but I want to. And I'm like, so basically she's gonna like kind of like slide back down because I'm assuming he's out, he's clocked out,
Yep.
unconscious, snoozing. She's gonna kind of slide down to him on her knees and just kind of like cup his face and look him over like, you better not have been fucking lying to me. Shit, now I gotta think of a word. Hold on. What did I say?
Freedom would be your guys' word, probably.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, yeah, she's just gonna say that then. She's gonna be like, come on, just freedom. Please.
The moment that you say that word, you watch as the celestial energy begins to wrap around yourself, and you see it's like some kind of smoke trail appears from his body to yours. The two of you suddenly glow in connection to each other, and you feel different in this moment. You feel your celestial blood awaken as you feel rage in you. Rage at the thought of Jerome not getting his memories back. Rage at the idea of you two not being together. And as that rage fills the air, Jerome's eyes open, and he looks into your eye with his. Well, it took you long enough. And as he says that, everyone witnesses Percy and Jerome disappear into thin air.
What?
Just like that.
Bring me back! Bring me back! Please! Oh, bring me back!
And just like that, Percy and Jerome are gone.
Where am I?
And the
I went to the back
better
rooms.
place.
Oh, I went to the back room!
Too many disappearances, brother. What the fuck's going on?
So y'all have fun with this.
Very well done, Percy. Very well done. And so, with that being said, we now go to the goblins. What are the goblins doing?
Oh, the goblins. Well, I imagine. Well, they're not really in danger of tornadoes anymore.
Not right now.
Did they do anything, guys? Or are they just gonna chill?
I mean, I would say run if they can.
You wanna
Start
wanna-
evacuation, yeah, just in
yeah.
case.
Do they also? Yeah. Two things. They could start building a bridge or like tearing down a wall to build a bridge over the fire.
True.
And number two, if they have water skins, they can donate that to the archers for their next turn. Just suggestions.
Those are good suggestions that I'm willing to roll with for the goblins.
I say the water skins just because they're gonna build a bridge out of wood and wood burns really quickly, so I don't think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, I say give water skins and start working on evacuation is my suggestion. But I don't know. It's up to you, Gwen.
I mean, I'll have them donate their water skins, and maybe evaluate the oil wall and see where it might be not burning as much, or somewhere that they might be able to evacuate.
All right. So where am I moving them?
Okay. Well, they're donating their water skins, which I assume they could just give to the nearest. Okay.
Here you go. Here's some water. Here you go. Here's some skins. Water skins.
They would climb up to, I don't know, don't we have archer towers in here somewhere?
Yeah, and
So-
this back one was knocked down to make a hole so people could evacuate this way, possibly.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have, like, this guy go in this water tower. Wait, I don't know if you can see. I'm not broadcasting. Okay. like go over here to like take a look in this tower and see like if there's any like weaker spots in the fire. And
So you begin to notice that the fire is actually beginning to die down.
okay. Then I think the goblins would rally and they would start trying to create something to make a bridge and evacuate through the hole.
All right, guys, come on. Get to work. Get to work. We're going to make this bridge for everyone to get out of here. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Bongo, you're calling the shots. Super leader, goblin, supreme lord, Bongo, come on. Don't worry, guys. I'm on it. As they keep working on it, like they work on the bridge fast as they keep like making it. So the goblins are all working on it.
But that's their turn, I guess. I don't know how many there are, but that's how many water skins we got.
All right. So as they continue to make the bridge, we now go to Igneal. What is Igneal doing?
Oh dear. I mean, nothing he could do could. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Like, nothing he could do could really help right now. Realistically, he can't like see into here, and doing fire is not going to do anything.
Does he have a control flame? Or
No.
No. Does he have a water skin?
Sure.
Can he? I mean, he doesn't even have any weapons or anything.
Nope.
Can he throw it onto this tornado?
Yeah. That'll take 4 off of it.
Yeah, he'll just throw the water skin at this tornado, and that's it, basically.
All right. It's now Tallnow's turn. Tallnow, he squats and says, "All right, time to use these big hands." Vex sighs. You know, no one cares about how fucking big your hands are. Is someone insecure about what they got in terms of size? Tallnow says as Vex just shakes his head. I swear to fucking God, of all the people to get stuck in this fucking abyss with, it had to be you assholes. We got a guy who talks in a fake accent half the time, and we got a guy who's always acting like he's the only fucking guy in the world. Vex groans as Graven shakes his head. Tallnow, like, he begins to dig into the hole at a very fast rate. And what was before a 5-foot crater becomes a 15-foot crater, and it is 20 feet wide. So he meant, like, Tallnow's like digging. He's like a mule, bro. And like he manages to dig this hole wide and deep. And you see at the very center a little like X drawn by Rando. All right, Nizora, focus your fucking shit on that hole right there.
She's just gonna like start charging up radiant damage real quick.
I need you to be on top of this, the same way that you're clearly on top of Vex. Fuck you, Rando. Oh, you know it's true. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, focus on this, Nizora. As like she points at the hole.
Ooh, yeah. I guess that ends Tallnow's turn, right?
Yep.
But alright, where is the? Is this like? Is X right like here?
Yes.
Bet. She's just gonna go right here. And she's just gonna use Sacred Flame. The ground needs to take a dexterity saving throw.
So no, your spell works. So you cast your radiant damage, like your fire, into the hole, and you watch as a bunch of like brown murky water rises from the hole, and just like that, you have a whole pool of water right there. And I'm gonna draw it. So this is like a whole pool of water that you guys have made. So you just see like a brown, murky water rise up very fast. And Rondo yells and says, "Ah, fuck yeah! I fucking told you I could do it, huh?"
All right, then let's focus on the flames here. Are they dying out?
Yes, they are. Slowly.
Okay. I need to check if Nizera has a water skin. Here she does. All right. So without missing a beat, she's just gonna get out her water skin and fill it up because she doesn't have a bucket. And she's gonna fill it up and start like running over and throwing it into the fire to like make it sure that the goblins have like, so they don't have to like go over the flames, like just dying out the flames. And she's doing that over and over and over again.
So as you do that, the goddess Seni whispers in your ear, "You're embarrassing us, Nizora. Aim your staff at the water and focus. I'll help you lift it."
I have a staff?
Oh, I keep saying staff. I don't know why I think you have a staff. Forgive me. I keep thinking you have a staff.
I'm not a wizard, bro.
I keep thinking it's a staff. It's a spear, right? Or what is it?
Yes,
Remind me? Yeah, it's a spear. Yes. I keep thinking it's staff. I'm sorry. So he says,
No, you're good.
"Aim your spear at the pool of water, and I will help you get rid of this fire."
All right. She'll just basically like pull out her spear and tap the end of the blade onto the water, like basically like a little small ripple.
Roll Arcana. Arcana check.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's a 6. Can I inspo that? I don't want to embarrass myself.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Come on. Oh my god. That's an 8. Bro, do I want another inspo this? Hold on, let me check my inspos. This is embarrassing. Where are my tokens? There they are. I want to save these people, honest to God. Hold on, I gotta think of Nizora. Does she want to?
You think about, I mean, yeah, I get that you're racist and all, but you think about how they've been so nice to you. That, like, they've all been considerate towards you, respectful towards you. They're nothing like the orcs of the Republic of Kavar.
She doesn't like... I'll say that she doesn't like them, but she needs the numbers. Again, Nizora's like... I'll say that. She doesn't care if they're respectful to her. They could kill her any second, bro. I told you this last session, the session before that. Stop pulling your orc propaganda on me. I swear to God. I'll use another fucking inspo. I'll use another fucking inspo. Oh my God. God, that's a...
Okay. So, since you've used 3 inspos, I'll take mercy on you. So, with the 8, the goddess Sin, he nods. He says, "Very good." And he just kind of like, you watch as the water rises out of the pit, and Vex's eyes widen. Since when could you do that? As you just rise this huge pool of water, and as you do, you drop it, getting rid of a lot of the flame. I'm gonna draw. So like this whole black box is fire free.
Yippee. I was gonna crash out again. But basically, she's gonna rush over. And she's like, "Start building your bitches now! I can't well, is it just the oil replaced with water now?"
Yes, Nizora! We love you, Nizora! Nizora! Like the goblins are like cheering for you. They're like saying, some of us are gonna name our kids after you for this! Nizora! like they're all cheering and shit. Bungo's like, well, I'm naming my kid after Gwen, but maybe my second kid will be named after you, Nizora. Nizora! Like they're all cheering for you. Like multiple of them are already thinking about getting a tattoo of you when this is over. Like they're cheering.
Dude, she has no problems against goblins, bro. So this is fine. This is great.
And so like
Try to
the
fast one on me. I see you.
Bro, what do you mean? I don't care. I hate the orcs. I don't give a fuck.
Like, no, they're your family. No.
So the goblins, they continue making their bridge, and that's the end of Nizora's turn, basically. She manages to get rid of the fire there, and they make a bridge. It is now Void's turn. I'm gonna roll dice. He fails his first death save. It is now Graven's turn. Graven sees this water pit, and he turns to look at Vera, and he immediately is gonna run after her.
You gonna tell me about the water?
He uses dash to run 60 feet. It's as far as he can go as he keeps running to try to catch up.
Doesn't he have cunning action?
Yes, that's right.
I know you can do better than that, Graven. Come on.
So Graven, he runs up and he catches up with Nagoya and Vera. And Nagoya shakes his head. I was wondering why I could smell a dog. Graven
Not now!
Graven shakes his head. Vera, they've got water built up back there. We should go back. We shouldn't push towards the tornadoes.
You see, I might have just talked to the god of hybrids again.
It's just about stabbing me.
Yes and no. He says I don't have to do that anymore. Good news, yay. However, we need to make sure Alice is alright.
Graven shakes his head. All due respect, Vera, I say we just say screw the god of hybrids. Why do we even care what he says? I know that you wanted help with your brother, but your brother's gone now. And the god of hybrids didn't help stop that, so the way I see it, he's worthless. We should be focusing on trying to help people here. We're all on the same side right now, and we have to think that way. We can't just be going after one girl, Vera. Look at what's going on around us. As his
If
head...
I get his trust, we can use him with the Beyonder, the Beholder. What is his name? Beyonder?
Yonder.
Okay. This isn't just about Niles. This is about what we need to defeat Ovelius.
He shakes his head. I don't agree with you, Vera. The way I see it, we need to be helping people that we actually know need help. That man over there is in bad shape. I'm gonna try to treat his wounds. And I'd like it if you came with me. Nagoya shakes his head. Sorry to break it to you, bloke, but me and Vera are gonna go and kill that fire bitch, and then save the pink-haired lady. Or, actually, he wouldn't say pink-haired lady. Save the lady she's going to try to protect. Graven looks at Vera. Are you going to help me in treating that man, or are you going to run off because a god told you to?
She would sigh and she'd kind of nod at Graven. Alright.
Alright. And at Graven's turn. We now got Tivo. Tivo's, after he sees all this chaos and destruction going on, he sees the pool of water, and he says, you know what? It's been way too long since I got to be in a pool. As Tivo just jumps into the pit of water on his back, and he just He just like snow angels it, like, ah, yeah, this water is great. Ah, yeah. And like he's just in the middle of it, and Rando's like, what the fuck? Get your fucking ass out of the fucking pit, you lazy son of a bitch! As TiVo's just, this feels so good. As TiVo's like just bathing in this pool of water. We get Linton, who is still unconscious from getting shocked. All right, it's the infantryman's turn. What are they doing, Prissy?
Okay, sorry, I couldn't unmute. So basically, I just the javelins only reach 30 feet, so there's not really much that they could do in terms of the tornadoes. So I think evacuation route, if we're all in agreement with that, at least maybe like these guys back.
I think so.
Yeah. So so yeah, basically I'm gonna draw like a little line. Oh my gosh, go away. So like these guys are all gonna stay, and then like in the front here, and then all these guys, because we have, what was the head count for the men, women, children? I remember we put it somewhere, I can't remember, but I'm assuming we have enough infantry to help kind of carry the men, or to carry the women and children from this center and help get them out towards
All right.
this away. Yeah.
So they begin
Basically.
moving. Like the men, women, and children, they start getting carried out. Linton's carried out as well, as all the infantry begin moving towards the front of the camp. And that is it for the infantry's turn. We now get to Vex. What do you want Vex to do, Nizora?
Can't really do much. Let me look at his movement speed again, because I forgot. 30. Okay, cool. Honestly, the best thing that he could probably do.
You know what? Now that I think about it, remind me that I'll do it for everyone eventually. I'm gonna give control of all of interest to you guys of their tokens.
Sounds good. Wow. Anyhow, because he's not much use here. I'm gonna strength again. 14. It's decent. Nizora would tell Vex to basically, she's gonna point over towards I can't click. That's so great. Over here. And be like, see what's going on over there. I have to deal with the goblins first and making everyone sure they evacuate. Just make sure that the most minimal amount of people will die over there. We need the most numbers we can if we want to get out of this hellhole.
Vex nods. All right, just be careful.
I should be the one telling you that. You're the ones heading towards God knows what.
Yeah, well, I tend to always survive. It's in my blood. He says with a wink as he runs off.
She would, like, do a small smirk and shake her head and focus back on the goblins. And let's move him just... All he can do is move 60 feet, so we're just gonna move him down here. And that'll cover his dash. Can't really do anything else. Other than... Oh, actually, cunning action. I forgot about that. So cunning action does another 30 feet, so then that will be... Let's linger that.
Cunning action should be enough to be another dash.
Yeah. So that's like...
Oh, he can only move 30?
Well, it's another dash. Dash is just, like, it's 30. So your movement speed is 30, your dash is 30.
Yeah, no, she's right. So I didn't notice you did that in the beginning, and so I've just been rolling with it for now. But yeah, no, in the future, cunning action only adds 30 extra feet for a dash. But yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
my bad. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
it's okay. I didn't say anything because I didn't really want to ruin the momentum. But that is the ruling I'll be making in the future.
Oh, cool. But yeah, that'll end his turn because his bonus actions. Yeah, that was his bonus action. So really,
Let's just say he
catches.
catches up to the three of you as he walks up. He's like standing around you guys. And
Oh my god, it's the changeling squad.
yep. We now get to
Fairy Tale Squad.
We now get to the fire tornado 4. So fire tornado 4, it moves straight towards Vex, or not Vex, Gwen and Graven, and it settles right on top of Vex. So Gwen, sorry, I'm saying Vex, Void, sorry. So it settles right on top of Void, and so Gwen and Vera make a con save. I'll roll for the others.
Okay, I'm gonna make 2, but the first one will be for whatever you're making me roll it for.
Oh, so what about Borkin?
15.
I'm rolling for all the NPCs.
And I'll wait till you do.
Actually, Vera,
I mean-
you don't have to roll. Never mind.
I don't. Oh.
I'm looking at the circle.
I got a 13 for your check, and I got a 19 for my concentration, so I don't lose concentration on fly.
For Graven, because I know he's within the circle. Can he uncanny dodge? When an attacker that you see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to halve the attack's damage.
1 second.
Yeah.
No, because it's not an attack roll. So no, doesn't work for this. It's a con save. Sorry. Okay, so
No, you're fine.
Gwen, did you roll your con save? Or you said roll 2 con saves? Why?
Because I have to roll concentration on my fly, but that was
Gotcha,
19, so that was fine. But I got a 13 on the other one.
You pass. 13 passes. Let me roll for the others. Graven passes. Borkin fails. I'm rolling damage. Oopsie, I forgot to move the map. There we go. $39 damage. So with 39 damage, it's cut in half for Gwen and Graven. So you two take 20 damage. So the two of you take 20 damage. Graven is burned badly as he's pushed back by the tornado. Gwen takes 20 damage, but she's still able to maintain flying. Void fails his second death save because of the damage from the tornado. So Void, one more. If Void takes any more damage, or he gets he fails a death save, he's permanently dead. And Borkin is shot out of the air. Like Borkin falls out of the air onto the ground.
You know, a fire shield on Borkin since he's riding him, or something.
Is that a
block
reaction?
It doesn't say, but Xavier used it as a reaction before.
Yes, that's Savior, not Ignil. On Ignil's stat block, it's not a reaction. I
It
believe.
doesn't
I'll
say
just
if
double
it's a
check.
reaction or not.
It should specify. One moment, I'll check. Oh, I see. Yeah, that was a mistake I made when I made that. Okay, yeah. I'll do reaction then. So for Fire Shield with the reaction, let me see. Okay. So he creates a shield that wraps around Borkin that makes him take half the damage. So Borkin takes 20 damage, but he's still flying in the air, barely, but he's still able to fly in the air. He's in really bad shape, though, as Igneal's still on top of him, riding him. And Borkin is very bad shape right now. All right. And with that being said, Void finds himself to be in the middle of this tornado on death saves. And now we jump back to Alice. She's been very curious about where Asher is, asking, where is he on the map? Where is he? Where is he?
Gwen's first.
Oh. No. The initiative's not over. The round's not over.
Oh.
Yes. I intentionally kept him off the initiative because it's a secret as to what's going on with him. You don't know. So with that being said, Asher, he finds himself to be, he appears out of nowhere as he moves fast, and you watch as he suddenly runs right into the tornado. And as he does, he goes for an attack on Atlas. He hits Atlas in the back of the head, knocking Atlas unconscious. As Atlas is thrown to the ground unconscious, as Asher stands over him, and he puts his hands up. Davis, it's me. It's Asher. The woman who loves you the most in this world has her arms around you right now. I need you to calm down. You're hurting her. Look at what you're doing to her right now. Asher! You, I remember. Oh, the fire boy. The one everyone always talked about. The one that everyone always said would be a prodigy one day. While I was just the guy that everyone talked about because I got lucky with a sword. You must have hated me that I found it and you didn't. I don't hate you, Davis. I love you. Not in the same way as Alice, but you're like a brother to me. This isn't you. You have to fight this. Please, Davis. Davis shakes his head in anger. No. I see what this is. You love him, don't you, Alice? You love your knights in shining armor.
Can I respond?
Yeah, absolutely.
She'll be like still like trying to hug and cling to Davis, and she's gonna say, Davis, you were always my knight in shining armor.
If that's true, then I have an offer for you, Alice. If you take your sword and you kill Asher right now, then we can get back together. Asher, he looks at you, and he looks at Davis, and he takes his sword out of his sheath, and he drops it onto the ground. I'm not going to fight you, Alice. If killing me really gives you what you want, then I won't stand in your way. But that isn't Davis. The Davis that we knew would have never asked you to do this. I love you, Alice, I've loved you for a long time. And I'm never gonna be the one to hurt you again. So you do what you need to do. But please, remember who Davis was, not what he's pretending to be.
You think I do not know that? That this is not the man I fell in love with? That this place, that Avelius changed him? Like, does she have an action right now, or no?
We're doing a bit of theatrics, so it just depends. No spells.
Okay, that's how I was not planning to do that. She's gonna, like, she hasn't even, like, fully acknowledged Asher being here. She's, like, staring up at Davis, and she's like, I do not even recognize you anymore, Davis. I'd been so alone all these years, with only the memory of you to keep me warm. And now, when I finally see you again, I can't let this be the last memory I have of you. But I also know that this is not you. This is... You always said I was the better one, that I was better than everything we had done, everything we had been through together, but you were wrong. It was always you, Davis. You were the light and the fire in my life. But seeing this, what you're doing...
You lie. You lie. You never respected me. You never truly loved me. All you ever loved was the idea of my sword. The sword that gives me the strength to do this. As you see the fire tornado begin to rip Asher's skin off, Asher suddenly is unable to breathe as he falls to his knees. Davis marches forward.
She's gonna, like, step between them. And she's gonna say, it was never your sword! I never even saw that sword the first year we met! You were my trainer, my partner, my everything! Why do you think, out of all the things I could have asked for the queen, it was for you?
Yeah,
to have
defend him! You defend him! Get out of my way! Now! It's all right, Alice. Let him. I need to pay for what I've done. Don't defend me. Get out of the way,
I'm
Alice.
defending you. I am defending Davis and who he was, who he stood for. This is not Davis. I just wanted him back. Why?
As you say that,
why are you watching me?
and as your tears come down, Davis freezes, and his face changes to a face of a frown. Tears roll down his eyes. Alice, I can't control it, Alice. The truth is, I've never been a warrior. My entire life. One sec. My entire life, all I've ever wanted was to be free, to explore the world, to see what was around. I was nothing more than an orphan that wanted a life that I couldn't have. And so when I discovered the Sword of Fire, I I believe that my life could have been different. But everyone expected me to be a warrior. Everyone wanted me to be a hero. And I never wanted that. The truth is, the entire time that I was proclaimed to be a hero, I was only pretending to be you. As his eyes look at Asher, you were my best friend. I never told you about him, Alice, because I convinced myself that I was scared that you would fall for him. But that isn't the truth. I didn't tell you about my relationship to Asher because I was scared. I was scared that you'd realize that I was a fraud. I was a fraud. You are nothing. Oh, look at you bringing out this weak boy again. Oh my goodness, it's almost disgusting to even hear my own words when he's talking. Move out of the way, Alice. I want to kill the man who made my Davis a little bitch.
There's something you've never been able to understand, Davis. And I tried to make you realize it, but no matter how hard I tried it, I never could. The sword does not make you a hero. You do. You are my hero. That your heart is what made me fall in love with you, not the fire. If I made that request with the queen because I wanted to keep you close, but I was being selfish. I never wanted to let you go, and in doing so, I trapped you in a life you did not deserve. You always deserved better than me, better than this, better than the Union. But I kept you here for myself. And I am so sorry for that.
Enough. He uses his reaction as you suddenly watch Davis break the distance. He moves straight towards you. You watch his flame sword begin to shine, and he gets ready to stab you in your heart. Asher suddenly gets up, and he moves to intercept.
As he
Good?
Oh, never mind.
I was gonna roll a dex contest.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if as he runs forward, if she could point her sword at him so he runs onto her blade.
Yes. So you watch as Davis, he moves quickly straight towards you. But as he does, Asher, he intercepts, being able to beat the dex contest. Asher suddenly gets in front of you, and he blocks the sword strike. And as he does, you watch Asher grab the sword, and he brings it to slam into his chest instead. Davis's eyes widen. What are you doing? You run into my sword? What kind of fucking idiot are you? Aren't you the one that everyone talks about? The divine knight who didn't need his elemental sword to rise to the top. The divine knight, the boy of ashes, the man who always rose to the top. I always hated you! I always wanted you dead! You always were the one everyone looked up to! The girls loved, the teachers admired, the parents and everyone wanted you to be their kid! My parents never looked for me, Asher, but yours did! And you didn't even care! You are nothing to what you should have been! And yet you don't care anyway! So why do I care so much? Why have I always been so weak to you? Even now I see the way she looks at you. I am weak. Asher shakes his head. Oh, Dalvis, you don't seem to realize. that the entire time you were admiring me and copying me, I was doing the same thing with you. The truth is, Davis, I've always told everyone that I don't believe in heroes, that I don't have a hero. But the truth is, you're my hero, Davis. And that's why I'd rather die than watch you kill the woman that you love. And I admit that I've fallen for her as well. But she deserves you, not me. And as he says this, Davis's face returns to normal. I can't be trusted. Alice, I love you. I love you so much. And Asher, I forgive you for all of it. But I need you both to do something for me. If the two of you truly love me, then I need you to love me enough to let me go. Asher's face goes silent and still. Tears begin to roll down his eyes. What do you say, Alice? Okay. I'm assuming Alice got very emotional, so I will continue. That's okay, Alice.
Wait. She's like... She'll, like, still be staring up at Davis. As she, like, reaches a hand up to, like, kind of, like, trace his face. And, like... Because it's, like, back to normal now, so she's, like, looking into his eyes and, like, studying him, like, knowing that this is probably the last time she'll ever see him again. She'll say, I have always loved you, Davis, and I always will. I am sorry I could not free you sooner. I honestly do not know if I have the strength or the will to do what I have to. But for you, I have the strength to do anything. To be anything. To love in a way that only you ever showed me how before. And, like, as she says that, she'll, like, plunge her sword, like, into his heart, like, trying to one-hit kill him.
As you plunge your sword into his heart, a little bit of blood coughs out of his lips as he looks you in the eyes with a smile of true happiness, one you haven't seen in a long time. I have no regrets, Alice.
That makes one of us.
Please, Alice. Change our home. Make it a place where people like me, people who don't want to be warriors, can still live a good life without having to find some stupid sword. And more than that, please remember, I will always be with you. I will always love you. But you need to love yourself as well. And as for Asher, Asher promised me that you will watch over her. Whether she loves you or anyone else, that is of no concern to either of us. But watch over her, for she deserves to live a very long life. I love you, Alice. Thank you for freeing me. Goodbye. And Davis, his eyes, they shut as he falls to his knees and he lays on the ground. Asher shakes his head. No, 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 no! As Asher, he desperately puts his hands over Davis's chest, trying to do compressions, not wanting to give him up. No, it shouldn't be you. It should be me. It should have been me. It should have been me. Please, Davis! You're the hero of the story, not me! Not me! It should have been you! Please, Davis! Don't leave us!
Kind of like falls to her knees and like mumbles, "He is gone. He was gone the day she took him. The day I lost him all those years ago. I was never gonna get him back."
Asher shakes his head. I will kill all of them. Every single one. Anyone who was a part of his death is dead. I'm sorry, Alice. I'm sorry that I was too late. And I'm sorry because I'm different now. He looks at his hands. I have a desire to drink his blood, and if I drank the blood of this man, I would stab myself to death, so I need to walk away. But I'll be back.
Asher, what are you talking about?
He stands up. I was kidnapped by a vampire. She turned me. I don't know if I'm a monster or a man or if I'm even dead. I need to walk away. But I will return. You will never be alone, Alice. As Asher begins to walk away, and as he does, he whispers, but you can hear it, I need to satiate my thirst before I do something I regret. As he disappears just like that in a blink. And with that being said, the fire tornadoes are gone.
Yippee.
And the goblins and Kaimari manage to make a bridge. They all get out of the camp. They all manage to get out of the camp. Although, fortunately for them, they can go back if they want to because the fires dim down. Actually, okay, well, honestly, I was kind of improving that. If you want Asher to stay and talk, we can do that. My bad.
No, she wouldn't even say it anyway, so it's fine.
Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I don't like the way I made that happen.
No, it's fine.
No, it's okay. Genuinely, it was improv, and I kind of didn't like it anyway. So as long as you're okay with it, I take back what I said. What he would say is he'd say, okay, so let's rewind. So at the moment where he's on his knees, he would look down and he would hold Davis's hand. And he simply says, "This isn't real. It can't be. I will kill every single person responsible for this. All of them are dead." And that's last thing he'd say.
Okay, so the like blood thing didn't happen, or
Yeah. Let's erase that. And we'll leave it at that for now. And with that being said, we now go to Gwen. Are you ready, Gwen?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
You don't sound okay.
It was an emotional moment. And I've been prepping for 2.5 hours to do something different, and everything just changed, and I'm like, oh my god. So I'm just trying to get myself in the right mindset. That's all.
Aw, I totally understand. So, Gwen, you fly down to Void. And you see him laying dead on the ground. What do you do?
Sorry, 1 second.
You're good. Take your time.
Gwen, just shoots across. She's ignoring everything else going on, and she lands next to Void, and she would, her world is kind of still around her as she falls to her knees beside him, barely feeling the heat that lingers on his skin. One shaking hand is cradling his face, his flesh burned and blistered. Her tears falling freely now, streaking down her face and dripping onto his, and they hiss as they land on his skin. Is this what it means to love a god? To watch him die like a mortal? Her eyes are searching for any hint of life, and she glances at his hand, the wedding band still there, and she gently strokes it with the pad of her thumb, leaning down and touching her forehead gently on his, ash smearing across her skin from the tender contact.
As you do, images, they flash of your life with him over the last couple of years. The two of you adventuring together, laughing, smiling, eating together, doing more involved activities together. So many good memories. And bad ones too. And as all those memories go through your mind and your tender hand is laid upon his burned flesh, you feel his emotions, his feelings. They all go into your mind. You feel the love he has for you. But you also feel the pain he has. You realize that he has never felt love from anyone else in his entire life, not even by Pandora. He's terrified of losing you. And so when he was killed by Davis, he did it with a smile on his face because he was protecting you. Void's voice fills your ears. I'm still here, Gwen. I'm still with you, even if I'm not with you.
don't know if that makes it any better. I thought I was gonna have forever by your side.
Sometimes forever has to be forever.
What's the point of forever if I don't have you? If I don't have your love? If I don't have your hand in mine?
Oh, Gwen, you'll always have me, because you'll always have pain. Life itself is pain, and you reminded me of that. You reminded me that I wasn't really living because I was shoving all my pain away. But I did the most painful thing I ever did in my life. Take a chance in falling in love with you, knowing that one day I might lose the chance to be with you. I need you to know something, Gwen. You will find me again in the sacred tree. Find the real me, the full me. My soul has left this vessel and it has returned to my body in the tree, and I am waiting for you. Find me. Free me from my prison, and together we can have eternity, true eternity. For I don't regret anything between us. I have no regrets, only that I don't get to see you sooner. Find me and free me, and together we'll make them all pay for stealing your childhood from you. And after we make them all pay, you can decide whether I need to pay as well for my role in it. You are strong, Gwendolyn Wonder. You were the strongest woman I've ever known. So be strong. Don't fight the pain. Don't resist the pain. Be with the pain. Accept it. Accept the pain, and the world will be your canvas. I await for you, my love, my perfection, my eternal phoenix. And his voice disappears at that, as you feel his life fade away completely. Void dies right there. After you heard his dying words, and you feel a mark appear on your body, the mark of pain. It glows as you feel a connection to him. You can sense where he is. It's pointing you to Avelius' castle. The fires are gone. The tornadoes have been removed. Everyone is at a shock. How will Alice handle what has happened with Davis? What will she say to Asher now that he sits there in denial as to what happened? How will Gwendolyn handle the loss of her love, Void, for now anyway? How will Iris handle this new patron who has attached herself to her after killing her beloved Xavier, who has manipulated her in some way? How will Nizora handle the fact that she finds new allies in this place of chaos? Where did Percy go? What happened to her and Jerome? Will they get their happy ending, or is this the end of their story? And who will Vera choose between Graven and Nagoya as they clash heads with each other? Different ideals, different messages, different love experiences. What will our players do in the aftermath of this battle of the Lord of the Abyss? The Chimari tribe has survived, and they will grow stronger from this. And now, our players have less than 7 days. Or, correction, I think it's 10 days. Less than 10 days to unite the Abyss and attack Ovilius. We'll continue the story next week. We'll be doing Saturdays again. So we'll be doing Saturday next week for session 48 of the Chronicles of Dolores. Thank you so much to everyone for listening. And Gwendolyn, you did very well. I could tell that you were genuinely crying. I'm giving you a token of inspiration. Very impressive. Well done. Amazing performance to everyone here tonight. That is the end of session 47. We'll see you all next week.